hours of awesome content ready for you guys. We're so excited to get this day started, but first we want to get the chat going. So if you could drop where you're thriving from in the chat, we love to see where our thrivers are at. And also, if this is your first 30 days as a Thrive promoter, go ahead and drop that in the chat too. We want to welcome you to our community. We are so excited to get started, and we have a ton of giveaways lined up. So as a hint, I'm going to give you guys a little hint, okay? Go ahead on your Instagram story and post that you're live at this training. Post something that you're learning, post your favorite part that you love to learn, and we're going to pick someone to win a giveaway. So stay tuned for that, but I'm going to kick it over to Amanda, and she's going to tell us a little bit more about what's going to happen today.
Hi everyone, Amanda here. Today we have the best lineup for you. 16 of Lavelle's top promoters are going to be sharing with you some of their best tips and tricks. They're going to be discussing leadership at every rank, live events, daily methods of operation. I mean, the list is going to be so full, and I hope new thrivers in particular, you can understand from this training how important it is for thrivers to come together and for this community to hang out and actually learn from each other. So I see Liz Ruth is on, and Liz, I'm going to kick it over to you so you can get this started.
Yeah, I'm ready to go. I am so excited, y'all. We've been planning this training for a very, very long time, and the lineup is just golden. You guys are gonna freaking I am so excited about this training and everything that everybody's gonna learn today. Just anyway, if you've been looking for some direction, you want to level up your business, this training is for you. So make sure you're ready to take notes, and we're going to kick it off to our first group. So if our first group is Team Detox, if you ladies will unmute yourselves, and I'm going to intro you. So we have Hannah Rain, we have Hannah Kress, we got our two Hannahs, we've got Kinsey Ray, and also Angela Pham, and they are going to deliver to you some amazing training for daily method of operations and IPAs, which is your income producing activities, building and cultivating relationships to build and sustain your business. So these ladies are lined up. They're our Team Detox. They're ready to go. I'm going to kick it over to you guys.
Awesome. I'm so excited. Welcome, Thrivers. Good morning. Happy Saturday. You can throw a 1 in the chat if you guys are fired up for this training. I am so excited. It's been so great working with these ladies, hearing all their amazing ideas. So we got lots of value for you. So make sure, grab your pens and papers, take really, really good notes. We're going to give you the most today to help you elevate your business. So Hannah is going to take it away with daily methods of operation and income producing activities.
Hi everyone. So I'm so happy to be here. I have the task to bring you my IPAs, and these are my personal ones that I do every single day, me and my team, and then I'll get into the daily method of operations. So my IPAs consist of being consistent. What do I do consistently? I tell my story. I was a tired mom of 2. I was exhausted. I just tell my day 1, day 3, day 10. Day 1, I felt the mental clarity. Day 3, I felt the energy. Day 10, I knew that this product was life-changing in so many ways, and I just really try to put my passion out there for these products. But I just really try to be consistent with posting on my Facebook, posting on my Instagram, putting all of this into my stories every single day so people know that, hey, I'm Hannah, and I'm the Thrive promoter that wants to change your life. And that's what I do consistent. And that's what I really try to preach to my team. People are now watching you once you become a promoter to fail. They're wanting to watch, they're wanting to see you stop. They're going to say, oh, hey, there's Hannah. She didn't post today, so she must be done with her Thrive experience. Well, I'm not. So that's what I do. I just post consistently. How many of you can relate to that? How many of you can relate to, I was the tired mom, I was the tired dad? Just tell about your story, because these products are going to sell themselves. you are going to sell yourself to the people that are going to buy them from you. If you truly change your business mindset to I'm trying to sell something to I'm trying to change your life, that's when you're going to see your business change. But it's just about being consistent. I'm consistently sharing my passion for these products, and I'm also realizing that my story every single day is changing. Every single day, something new is happening to my body. I'm losing inches. I'm feeling better. And I can consistently say that I'm 9 months in and I haven't missed a day of my 3 steps. And it gets better. So why would you not want to share that? Why would you not want to share that with people? My second one is I sample. I sample a lot because I truly want to get every single person out there on this product. I carry them in my purse. I keep them in my house at all places. If someone comes by, I had someone come by yesterday and he mows my yard and he's like, hey, I need one of those samples to take to my friend. Absolutely. I have one ready for you. Here you go. It's just about being consistent, but I consistently sample too, and everyone knows that around me. And so I just saw that question pop up and I have it down. I actually give 2-day samples. I'm not a super huge fan of 1-day samples, so I do give 2-day samples out. So, and I'll also run sampling promos for my team. And that's another way that I incorporate the samples into my daily income producing activities. We run 5+1 promos. And if you're not familiar with that, that's 5 free accounts and 1 promoter upgrade or a customer upgrade. So my team runs for that and they get samples for producing. So that's just really exciting. I make connections with people. I truly make it a goal and my mission to make connections and build relationships with every customer that I talk to. I'm not the promoter that you're going to see sit down an hour or two a day and go through the birthday list through Facebook and tell every single person happy birthday. I just don't have time for that because I am a busy mom. I do run my kids everywhere, but I also build relationships with my customers. I 90% of the time am working from my phone. I live in my messenger and I truly build relationships with people that ask me about this product. The very first thing that I say to them, it's life changing. It is going to completely change your life. And if you're not passionate about that, if you cannot truly say that, then you might need to change your experience. Are you doing the products right? Are you talking about them correctly? Building relationships is so huge because if you can truly say that, then people are going to realize that you're not just trying to sell them a product, that you truly care about them and their health. My promoters are like my family and we talk all day. The products are life changing. The community is everything for me and my people around me. So the products are life changing. The community is just worth it. And then, so that's kind of it. And I know that sounds crazy for the IPAs for myself, but like I said, I'm not one that has 20 on a list and it works for me. But staying consistent, sampling, and just making connections with your team and with your customers, and just truly making sure that everyone knows that you truly care about them is what it's all about. My daily method of operations is kind of the same thing. Mine are not like most. I was a true stay-at-home mom that turned into a work-from-home mom. I take my kids to school and then I come and I dig into my customer list most every day and I see who's not thriving or who hasn't thrived in a couple of weeks, who's not on auto ship and who is on auto ship that I can reward. I'm a small business owner. I run a boutique with my little sister. I'm a softball coach. So I'm super busy, but my daily method of operations is me staying on my phone in my messenger when I can. That's not phone in my hand 100% of the time. I take care of my kids. I take care of my family. I clean my house. I go and do all the things, but I'm still checking on my team. I'm still reaching out to customers. Customer reach outs are so important. I check in on them. Hey, how's your Thrive experience doing? What can I do for you? A big thing for me in my business is that I really talk to my customers about thriving for free. Our CEOs say it in almost every interview that they do if you have not dug into it. This company is based on free. You can promote for free, you can be a customer for free, and you can earn your product free by bringing 2 people to do this with you. And I sample my customers. If they buy a 4-week pack, I send them 2 2-day samples to give to someone. If they love it, there's their 2 customers without even thinking of, oh, well, I need those 2 referrals. That sometimes blows people's mind and they overthink it. If you keep it simple and you share your passion and you share your love for these products, that's all you have to do. It doesn't have to be overcomplicated. You don't have to think about it 24 hours a day. It's just going to happen. I can confidently say that I'm 9 months in and I grew really quickly, but I had to get a duplicatable system for me and my team that would help us grow really fast. And we are continuing to do that, but we just share our passion every single day. If you're not sharing your passion, if you're not getting people on Thrive, if you're not handing out samples, then you're not doing it correctly, because this truly, truly is life-changing. The company is life-changing. The products are life-changing. You just have to be yourself. Don't try to be anyone else. Don't try to post stuff that's not in your normal. You just have to stay true to yourself, and you have to do what's going to be best for you and your team, and you're going to just get people on Thrive. That's what you should be doing. That's what that's why you should be doing this. If you're not doing it for that reason, then you should probably think about it. So I don't know. I think I'm done. Thank you, guys.
Is it my turn now?
Yeah, my computer won't let me unmute myself after I said. I was like, oh no.
Thank you, Hannah. You're so amazing. Hi, everyone. Good morning. Hi, my name's Angela Bebe, and I am a 200K leader with Lavelle. It's been 30 months, and I've been thriving loud and proud. And thank you, Lavelle, for giving me this opportunity to be on here with all these amazing leaders. When I think about building and cultivating relationships to build your business, I think about my growth to 200K. How I started fast, and I also fell off really fast. So when I came on, I love Thrive. I went 12K in 45 days, but I also fell off in 4 months. 4 months, I was a dead leg. Thank goodness to my sponsor, Jackie. She invited me to my first lifestyle getaway, and that's when I catched the vision and I went home and I wanted growth. Here's where it changed, guys. It took me a while to figure it out, and it actually took me about 9 months to figure out how get a groove, right? So I came back and I still couldn't get it. I was so focused on customers, signing customers, that I didn't know what to do with it. So I'm going to show you guys how I started. So how did I start? It was my commitment level. So I would ask you guys, what is your commitment level and your awareness? I was such an indecisive person that I never stuck to anything, nothing. Anybody that knows me, nothing. I would never stick to anything. So I made a decision and I just went all in. So you just gotta, do what you can with what you got and, who you are, right? So at that moment, I was just like, okay, I was actually on my way to almost 40K, and I had invited my team, and honestly, guys, only 3 people showed up. Yes, 3 people. And then, okay, I'm going to tell you guys what kept me going. I was so aligned with Lavelle and their products. And the more people that I started to change their lifestyle, it started to change my own. It changed my personal growth tremendously. And each time I transformed a person, it impacted my own life. And then, honestly, guys, the community built me. Everything was just so aligned, and it just, every day was purposeful. So what kept, how did I do this? I'm going to tell you guys. I ask myself questions all the time. Like I said, awareness. What is my motive? What is your motive? We're in the business of serving people. You must value your people and serve them. I'm going to give you highlights that really changed my business. Okay, now the number one is when I shifted my mindset, guys, everything changed. I shifted it to a servant leader. I was serving everyone. I was like, who needs help? I'm there. It didn't matter.
Recording in progress.
I was there. It was 8 levels down, wherever it was, I was there to help. And once I shifted my mindset, guys, this is when my business really compounded. My mindset changed to serving people. And I went from 200K in 2 months, I went to 500K. So I compounded just by shifting my mindset to helping people. And another thing, guys, drop expectations. Drop, like, you have to ask yourself, what can I do for them? How can I be a better person and a better leader? Don't take things personal, and it's not about you. You got to understand that everybody operates on a different level and pace. So you got to believe in everyone that you lead, love them, and value them. Another highlight that really helped my business was self-development. The more valuable that I became, I was able to help my team see value in themselves, so then they can bring it back to their team. So I did a lot of self-development, and I want to talk about failing successfully, guys, just because I was a person that, I signed a lot of people, but I also helped them with VIP, but it didn't sustain. I didn't know why that was happening. People would fall off, and I'm like, what's going on? What am I doing? I didn't know what the hell I was doing, but I just kept doing it, and kept failing successfully. What did I learn? I learned that I didn't take the time out to follow up. I didn't take the time out to reach out. I didn't take the time to teach them, mentor them, right? So how did I do it? I started to value connection, guys. I valued it. I shifted my mindset, and I said, hey, I need to get on a call with my customers, right? I was like, I put persist with courage. I was like, hey, even if a customer would ghost me, I'm like, hey, I really need to see you. Please get on a call with me. I just need to see your face to face. So I started going on calls, phone calls, Zoom. I wanted to see their face. That's the most important. If I can get on a Zoom call, that is even better. So text, I was telling them to hop on our opportunity calls, 3 ways. And guys, I duplicated this over and over. I was like, hey, meet up with me. Let's chat. I wanted to know what was going on, and I persist with courage, and the trust just compounded, guys. And I'm going to show you guys what changed my business. I'm going to give you guys 5 levels of influence and leadership that will sustain your business, and this changed my business tremendously, guys. Okay, so we have to understand that everybody operates at a different level, and I lead everybody differently. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys number 1, defining their commitment. For example, for customers, I would see if they're loving their Thrive experience. Go on a call. How is their story? Why did they start thriving with me? I want to know every detail. What is their goal now? Get to know them besides, thriving. I get to know them, how many kids they have. And I also write this down, guys. I have a notebook of data of my customers on where they're at. I make their goals my own. And then I define also my promoters. What I do is I blueprint. Blueprint is I sit down with them, go on a Zoom call, and I ask them what their why is, where they want to be in the business. And I attach personal goals to business goals. And I really dive deep, guys. I dive deep. And like I said, I do this just so I can know where I can put my energy towards. I meet people where they're at, I work with them, and I make their goals my own. And I dive deep. Like I said, I have a file of all of my promoters on their deep goals and business. So, it gives me an idea. And I'm going to tell you guys, you can't build business with little commitment. I show them awareness, and this is when building starts. Being part of a leader is getting people ready. And then, okay, number 2 is relationships. I want to ask you guys, do you guys value your customers and team? When you value your relationships, it shows. And when you value people, they value you. You always want to do what's best for them, okay? How do you do this? Help them get what they want. This is true, guys. Help them get what they want. For customers, I'm going to give you guys an example. Thriving for free. There's a customer, you guys are going to get this a lot. Oh my God, my customer, I tell her to thrive for free, but she's just won't. She doesn't know how. She's saying she doesn't have referrals. But guess what, guys? Find solutions for them. What do? I'm like, hey girl, do you have anybody? I'll send out samples for free for you just so I can help you thrive for free. If not, connect me to your people. So they would outsource me, connect me to their people. And guess what? Anne shows up on her stories every single day. Even if it's a no for them right then and there, eventually they slide into my inbox and they're like, I'm ready. Guess what? I helped my customer thrive for free just by doing that simple, valuable connection. It's a touch and go. So that's what I did. And now I helped her thrive for free. And I'm going to tell you guys, she stopped thriving with me for a couple months because she was broke. She didn't have money. But that giving them what they want and doing that little do can make the biggest impact on their Thrive experience. And promoters, okay, how do you help them? Be there for them, reach for them, guys. Go find their heart, see what they need. What do they need from you, right? A lot of times it's not even like the VIPs or the 4Ks. It's helping them build them up, give them confidence, show them how to tell their story, show them how to post, right? It starts with those little things. Number 3, I want to talk about credibility, results. Oh my God, guys. Actions speak a lot of volumes, and it holds so much weight, and credibility is visual, okay? Customers and promoters don't actually need to hear from you. They actually need to see it. People do what they see, and they buy into the rep and leader before they buy into the vision. Okay, I'm going to give you guys an example of credibility. For example, I am detoxing, and if I'm saying I'm detoxing and I'm going to eat good, they're going to see me every day detoxing. If I'm saying I'm a happy thriver and I love Thrive, I'm consistently showing up and telling them why I love Thrive. And, sharing stories. I love to share people's stories, my customers' stories. And, you want them to look at you and say, I want change. Wow, Ange, I want to be like that. I want to be like you. I really want this, right? So, and I'm going to give you an example for promoters, guys. Credibility and results. Speed of the leader is speed of the pack. GPOT, every day is in building mode for me, guys. I always love to lead in the front, and I've never stopped GPOT. I'm going to give you guys an example of credibility. Before Thrive Palooza this year, I went on IG, and I from my whole heart, I said, my team is coming with me. I'm going to bring my team with me no matter what. And guess what, guys? Thrive Palooza. I had 2 personal enrolled 200Ks walk the stage with me. One was fastest growth. I had 3 80K leaders, fastest growth, right? They were on stage with me, and I was first place GOAT at Thrive Palooza. And that is credibility, guys. It's me. That's trust. And they see me, I said it, and I done it, and that's where they trust you, and that's credibility. You want them to look at you, right? You're leading an inspired life. You want them to look at you and say, hey, that's going to be me. I am capable, and I am next. And that's credibility, guys. And okay, so moving on to number 4. This is huge for me, and this is something that has impacted my own personal growth, is deep transformations. This is where your business compounds, guys. People development. They follow you because of what you've done for them. You changed their entire life, and they will never forget how you made them feel. This transformation is more felt. This is the most most powerful transformation that sticks and stays. I'm going to give you guys an example of this, okay? Deep transformations. This is what my goal is always this. Customers that are tired, depressed, right? That tired, overweight mom that is no longer tired, no longer overweight. She's happy. And guess what? She remembers when Ange was telling her to thrive correctly. She remembers when Ange was telling her, hey girl, it's fine. You can do this. She remembers that, right? Those deep transformations. I'm going to give you an example for promoters. That
auto bonus earner that got that rank advancement that changed their family's life, guys. That little, that person that was in debt, that paid off their credit card debt, and now they can finally have a little bit of money to, buy something for themselves. That broke person that was sleeping on the couch, that was homeless, that had $100 to their name, no longer, has built something for themselves. These are deep transformations that are life-changing, and this is what sticks and stays, guys. Help people. What does this mean? Help people to get to their goals and abundance paid in full. Number 5, this is retention, retains, sustains, and respect. People follow you because you've never given up. You continue to show up and they trust you, guys. Trust is a big factor in what we do. You've done it for so long, and you've done it for them. You did this, you continue to show up, and they have so much respect for you, and this is what retains. And you continue to duplicate this, and I promise you, you're going to start building a big foundation of, anyways, I'm going to move on because I think I'm going off topic. I have so much to say. Okay, I'm going to talk community really quick, okay? Let's talk community because this is so important. This is the heart of your business. You want to create an environment that, people can flourish and grow. Human interactions are the most important, and, you value them, love them, celebrate them, and challenge them, guys. Host parties, locals, and small get-togethers. When people feel valued and where they belong, they come together and make a big impact. So I'm going to end it at this, guys. How to build and sustain your business. Become a servant leader. A true success of a leader is getting people to work hard together. It's a team effort. So let's lead well, and let's change the world. I'm going to pass this on to my beautiful friend, Hannah Rain. She's going to give you guys more tips on building and cultivating relationships.
Good morning, guys. Happy Saturday. I'm so excited to be here. So if you all have heard me speak before, either on these Zooms or maybe at Palooza, you know that I love a good acronym. I love using letters to retain information and for note-taking purposes. So when we talked about at Palooza, we used the 3 C's. Today, we're going to talk about the 3 R's to building and cultivating relationships with your thrivers and your potential thrivers. So kind of playing off a little bit of what Angela was talking about, one of the first R's is rapport. So rapport is actually defined as a close relationship in which people understand each other's feelings, ideas, and communicate well. So obviously that boils down to trust. Sometimes we get so caught up when we're posting about these products and the business opportunity that we kind of project this get energy. You guys know what I'm talking about? What can I get from this? Can I get a sale? Can I get a promoter? Can I get a bonus? What can I get from this conversation? Let's just calm down a little bit and really try to grow those organic conversations and attract your people naturally. I'm not going to get into social media today, but the one thing that has really helped my business and a lot of my promoters is niching down, really figuring out who your people are, who your audience is. The conversations are going to come really natural when people feel like they know you, even if they've never met you before. So how do you niche down? Niching down, you basically take an experience, a skill, a hobby, a passion that you have, and I challenge you in the next couple of days, kind of figure out 3 things that you have to offer or to serve that other people can connect with you on. I'm going to give you an example. I'm sure a lot of people on here follow Maria Dillard. Maria is such an inspiration. If you follow her closely enough, you know that she talks a lot about her son's personal journey with his type 1 diabetes. She's able to relate with a lot of people on that and find her moms who they struggle with the same thing. For me, I shared a lot about my home decor. My house is actually a manufactured home, so I'll kind of sprinkle in a little bit of that here. People kind of gain that friendship with me and that trust outside of Thrive. I promise you, people are not going to find you because they want to thrive. They're not going to find you because they need Thrive. If they already know they need Thrive and they haven't met you yet, they're just going to go to Lavell's website and just go ahead and order it. So you've got to build that rapport and that trust with them. I actually have 7 promoters on my team that live in the exact same house as I do. And that is how we met. So they're not going to find you because of Thrive. They're going to find you because of common interests that you have. The second thing is reputation. What kind of reputation are you building for yourself and your business right now? When people think of living a healthier lifestyle, January 1st is rolling around. When people decide, like, I'm ready to do this, I'm ready to get healthier, are you going to be the first person that comes to mind? Are you displaying the lifestyle of a thriver? Are you showing your healthy food? Are you drinking your water? When you're out and about, are people seeing you out drinking and partying? Are they really seeing you living this lifestyle of a healthy thriver? So are you leading by example? Be a product of the product. When people ask me how I had massive growth when I first started this business, I was a product of the product. I was showing what I was eating. I was keeping myself accountable. I was showing my workouts. I was showing my personal development. I really wasn't focused on the numbers. One thing that I absolutely hate so much, it breaks my heart, is when I gain a promoter, but I lose a thriver. So many people get so caught up in the rank and the bonus and the business that they really forget why they started this in the first place. So don't lose sight of your journey. It makes the conversations more natural. You're not having to sell a product when people just come and ask you like, hey, whatever you're doing, I want that. The product sells itself. So when I look back at those months where I had massive growth, when I first started this, I went from 0 to 12K in 19 days. I didn't know anything about the cloud. I didn't know anything about the back office. All I knew is that I had a product that everyone needed to get their hands on, and they saw my results real time. I got really, really caught up in the rank and the bonus and the business that I fell off for 7 months. I got very overwhelmed because I lost sight of my journey, and I kind of transitioned into this salesman mentality, and I didn't want to be a salesman. Actually, at that time, I didn't even have a true need for a business or a second source of an income. But 7 months later, I did. And so I came back. And when I came back, I did the same thing. I just focused on being a thriver, and I went from 0 to 80K in 3.5 months. So hear me out. Not everyone is meant to be a promoter. This leads me to my last topic, which is results. Are you a results-driven business? And when I say that, I know a lot of people are like, well, my numbers are great. Well, your numbers might be great, but here's the thing. It's great helping someone come in and hit bonuses, but how many of you have a problem with people hitting bonuses and then bouncing, right? Those promoters are probably not starting for the right reason. So my goal in this business is to never be a mass enroller. More people need to gain control of their health right now before they can even think about turning this into a business. So try not to overwhelm people with the opportunity so early on in their journey. I know for me, I had no idea what I was doing. I really didn't even need the income. I just really needed to stop eating ice cream cake for breakfast, and I needed to stop being a spectator of my son's life from the couch. The business and conversations will come naturally to those who are getting the results. So shift your focus to helping real people get real results, and the numbers will absolutely come. So those are the 3 R's that I feel like have really helped me build relationships and cultivate relationships with my thrivers and potential thrivers. So I know we're getting close on time, so I'm going to go ahead and swing it over to Kenzie, and I cannot wait for her to share more on the follow-up.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kenzie Ray. I'm so fired up to be here with you guys this Saturday and share some tips and tricks on follow-up and asking for the sale to help you guys get more new customers, higher PPA every month. Throw a 2 in the chat if you want to hire PPA every month. You want more new customers. Okay, I see it. That means we're going to have to follow up, you guys. I don't know if you guys have had a chance to peep the new company update that Paul just posted. It's mind-blowing. He posted all the follow-up statistics, and it was crazy to me that 50% of thrivers never follow up after the initial introduction. 50%, you guys, that's crazy, because 80% of sales are made between the 5th and 12th follow-up. So we need to stop taking it so personal and giving up when someone doesn't order right away. We need to have that confidence to keep sharing Thrive, keep sharing our passion, and share those stories and share those updates. So I'm going to go quick. I want to give you guys real-time implementable scripts and verbiage that I use in follow-ups that you can go put into your business right away after this. So take notes, and also you can copy this verbiage from the chat so you can use it right away. So the first thing I want you guys to write down is ask better questions. This has been a game changer for my business this year to get better clarity and communication to understand where my customers are at. So one of my favorite follow-ups is updating a customer on a new company promotion going on. Or maybe I just got my new Thrive credits and I want to offer them a deal. It's going to sound something like this. Hey, Sally, happy Saturday. I wanted to send you a quick update on an amazing new customer promotion going on this weekend. Would you like me to send you pricing options over to get started? By asking this question, I'm getting permission from Sally to send her details, to send her information. Now, when she says yes, I'm a huge fan of sending 2 pricing options. This helps my customers make a decision of what option works best for their budget. So that's going to sound something like this. Awesome, Sally, I'm so excited to help you. You can get started for option 1 for this price and these savings, or option 2 for this price and these savings. Which option works best for you? When you do the 2 options, you're playing into human psychology. Think about when you offer someone your left hand or your right hand. They rarely pick your foot, right? So they're gonna have a better clarity of saying, oh yeah, that one sounds best to me. Now, sometimes neither of the options work for my customers and they say, oh, I can't afford either of those right now. So don't be afraid to ask another question. No worries at all, I totally understand. When is a good time to check back in with you? With this question, I'm able to schedule the next exposure. I'm able to get clarity on when they're going to be ready to thrive with me. You'll be blown away when you start asking this very simple question. Your customers will communicate with you. They'll say, hey, I actually don't get paid till next Tuesday. I'm actually looking for a Black Friday deal. You know what? Now's not a good time. Check back in with me at the beginning of the year. Not kidding, you guys. I've had a customer tell me, check in with me in 18 months. Awesome. They are in my calendar 18 months from now, and now I don't have to bug them for 18 months. I can just be their friend. I can build that relationship, and I never have to turn into that annoying person. So ask that question and start scheduling those follow-ups in your calendar. That's the ultimate goal with follow-ups, you guys. Always schedule the next exposure. So even with asking these awesome questions, sometimes my customers don't know when a good time to check back in with them is. So once again, get permission. Would it be all right if I update you on future promotions and any exciting updates that come out? They'll likely say yes. Keep me in the loop. Great, I just got permission. Once again, don't have to worry if I'm bugging them. They already gave me the green light to go ahead. So even when I ask these really awesome questions, you guys, I get ghosted. It happens to the best of us. People ignore me too. They ignore all the top leaders. So the one takeaway I want you guys to take today, quit taking getting ghosted so personally. I promise it's not you. I want you to think about how busy you are, how distracted you are. How many times have you opened a text message, the doorbell rings, your phone rings, the kid throws up on the floor, you mentally respond in your head and oops, didn't answer. The same thing is happening to your customers. So don't be afraid to send another follow-up if you get ghosted, because I will have people who thank me for following up. Oh my gosh, I got busy. I forgot to respond. Thank you for following up. I'm reminding them that this was a priority to them in their very busy life. Now, if I've sent a few check-ins and it's red, ghosted, I'm like, ooh, am I being annoying? I don't know. I'll ask. I'll say, hey, Sally, just want to check in with you to see if you're still interested in thriving with me. No worries if not. Just let me know where you're at either way. I am super passionate about helping people get started with their Thrive experience, but I never want to be a bother. Now, when you say this, people will communicate. They're like, oh my gosh, you're not bugging me. Life got busy. I'm not ready. This is going on. Once again, this allows me to give them pricing options to get started or schedule that next exposure and keep the conversation going. So ask better questions, but also remember that follow-up doesn't always have to be, are you ready to order? 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 Don't forget to be a friend in between. That's my last piece of advice for you guys. Continue to build that relationship between these updates and these follow-ups. I do this by staying connected to my customers on social media. I engage with their posts. I like, I comment, I respond to their stories. This actually trips the social media algorithm, so my content is at the forefront of their feed. That means they're seeing me thrive out loud. They're seeing my client updates. They're seeing the stories. And what is that? Exposure, 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 exposure. I'm following up through my social media content. So I know it's not a matter of if they're going to thrive with me, it's just a matter of when. So the ultimate goal with that, you guys, is you want to stay at the forefront of their mind. So when they're ready to thrive, they think of you and not somebody else they've been seeing on social media. So build those relationships, ask better questions, and I promise it's just a matter of when people are going to be ready. So Liz, I'll throw that back to you.
Thanks so much, you guys. Wow. I was taking notes myself, and just a couple of things that stood out to me, like from each speaker, like Hannah, getting the 2 sample packs to your customers so they can easily refer to and get them to thrive for free. Like, wow. Angela, like when you were talking about valuing and serving people, I think that we all realize this is a people business. So being invested in your customer and promoters' goals, like that's mind blowing. And I think it just really is a mind shift for a lot of people. Hannah, when you said to niche down with your audience, and to also don't forget to keep thriving, because you're right, we do get stuck on like the to-dos every single day, and to just continue thriving. And remember that when you're gaining a promoter, you don't want to lose a thriver. And then Kinsey, bringing the energy. I love that so much. Scheduling follow-ups. And then she gave you, if you don't know what to say, Kinsey gave you some great golden nuggets of scripts that you can customize and make your own, and just doing the follow-up and asking questions. So amazing job, you guys. Thank you so much. All right, we're going to roll into a giveaway really quick, and then we'll announce our next group. So Shantae, what do you have for us?
Thanks, Liz. So the first giveaway winner, right off the bat, we're coming in hot. Congratulations, Carrie Ann Webb. You're the first giveaway winner. The handle is @CarrieAnnWebb. You won a Thrive Gear custom bundle. So excited. Carrie, with the email connected to your Lavelle account, go ahead and within the next 5 minutes and send an email to calls@lavelle.com to claim your prize. Again, the email is calls@lavelle.com. Congratulations, Carrie.
Yay.
Back to you, Liz.
Awesome. Okay, who's ready for some more incredible training? Our next group is Team Heat, and they are going to be bringing the heat to you guys. We have an amazing lineup: Sheila Fazzoni, Rosalind and Joseph Vant, Blair Critch, and Twin Koo, and they are going to be bringing it to you guys. So I'm going to turn it all over to you. If Team Heat, unmute yourselves and let's get going.
Awesome. Thanks, Liz. All right, you guys, we're bringing the heat with you today with our group. I'm going to quick introduce everybody because you're going to want to know why they're bringing the heat today. So Twin is from Vancouver, Canada. She has been thriving for 4 years now. She's a mama of 2, and she went 200K in 9 months. She is bringing the heat today because this lady earned LV Millionaire in just under 3 years. Plus, we have Sheila Fazzoni. This month is her 8-year Thrive-iversary. She lives in Minnesota and part-time in Naples, Florida with her husband, Scott, and has 2 kids, as well as bringing the heat today as a Lavelle Millionaire and 8-figure award earner. How many of you guys want that too? I know I do. And then we have Rosalind and Joseph. Rosalind is a stay-at-home mom. Joseph is an engineer. They have 3 kiddos. They've been thriving for 5 years now. They are auto elite bonus. So that means they're earning $1,600 a month for their auto bonus. And they got 12K in about a year. And they're from a small town in the mountains of Virginia. But here's what's so awesome and how they're bringing the heat today. They hit the 200K bonus in April on Rosalind's account, and Joseph hit the 80K bonus in April. So this is going to be really exciting. And I'm bringing the heat today. My name's Blair Critch. I'm a mama of 2. I live in South Florida where my husband's a real estate broker. I do this full time. I hit auto bonus in 2.5 weeks, was able to hit 200K in 4 months, and a Lavelle Millionaire. So we're so excited. We're going to be bringing the heat, and Twin is going to get us started with that.
Oh my goodness. Hi, good morning, everyone. Welcome and rise and thrive. It's still only 8 a.m. where I am, so I'm allowed to say that. First of all, thank you, Liz, for having me on. I am so excited to be spending the next couple hours to learn and grow with you guys as well. So before we get started, I do want to ask you all a question. Okay. Who here, does everyone here want to become better leaders and also lead big organization? Yes, yes. I know I do, and I know that you're on here because you want to too. But okay, before we get started, of course, before we do that, we have to learn how to lead ourselves first before we can lead others, right? So I wanted to talk about how to lead yourself as an individual at every single rank. Now, this is a big one, you guys, because we are going to talk about how to stay committed to our business, how to keep ourselves accountable to our business, treating this business like a business, not just a hobby, right? Never forgetting your why and why you started in this business. And of course, staying close to the fire and the community, okay? So let's be clear. I'm going to say this. Your rank does not make you a leader. It's just volume, right? It doesn't make you a leader because I think the desire to help others is what makes us all a leader. True or false? I think so, right? So I know people who are very high rank that actually shows up less than someone who's a 4K. And if that offends you, I am so sorry, but tough love is what matters here, okay, you guys? How you show up daily is what's going to matter. So tell me, okay, let's all get committed to showing up every single day, not just for us, but to also lead the way for others as well. So first, never forget your why. Why did you get started in this business? I know for myself, I started because I wanted to lose weight, but holy crap, these products are freaking amazing. They changed my lives and so many more lives around us as well. So we are not gonna wake up feeling motivated every single day. I am so sorry, but motivation is so much dependence on your mood, how much sleep you've had, what's going on in the company, the bonuses. You cannot be reliant on motivation to get you up and going every single day. So no matter where you're in your business, whether you're 4K, brand new to this business, 12K, 200K, we all have down times. So never ever forget why you started. Because on those days that you're not motivated to work your business, your why is going to keep pushing you forward, okay? Learn how to be disciplined with your time, with your income producing activity, guys, and be freaking grateful. Be grateful. We are building a business for ourselves, for our family, to help change our lives and other people's lives around us for free. Why are we not grateful for that every single day? So remind yourself to be grateful, okay, you guys? Number 2, be accountable to your business. This is your business, you guys. This is your business. You are a business owner now, okay? Showing up and having your business open every single day should be a non-negotiable. All right, you guys, if you want to keep growing, if you want to grow, you want to lead a big team, you have to show up every single day. People need to know that you are there when they're ready to thrive, or else, guess what? They're going to go to the next person that they see show up every single day that could help them. I actually asked my customer, hey, why did you thrive with me? Why did you choose me? And everyone tells me the same thing. Twin, you're consistent. I see you showing up every day. I see how passionate you are. I know that when I need questions, you are there to answer them. So that's a big thing, okay, guys? So what are your goals here? If you guys treat this business like a hobby, like I said earlier, you guys are going to make hobby money, right? So asking yourself what your goals are, right? And asking yourself what you want out of this and what you're willing to do every single day is going to keep you accountable and show you if you guys are doing just enough or you guys are on the right track to achieving it, okay? Write down your negotiables, you guys. Things that you guys have to do every single day for your business. For me, I need to post and share Thrive every single day, right? I need to be talking to new people because without the new people, you're not going to get your word out there and get new people on Thrive. And like Angela said earlier, GPOT, that is our goal every single day, is to change lives, right? Check in and follow up with your current thrivers, your new thrivers, your team, everyone, okay? Sampling is a big one. You know, a lot of people are gonna want to try Thrive before they commit. So make that a non-negotiable every single week to get samples out there. Edifying others, you guys. Celebrate small and big wins. It doesn't matter if, you know, your new promoter just put you in a three-way, yay, not a lot of people do that. So celebrate that, if they just got thriving, your customer got thriving for free, edify them, shout them out. Those things matter in this business. It makes people feel good, and we're here to make people feel good, okay? Be coachable. You guys, I was not coachable when I started. I thought I was doing so well. I thought I had it in the bag because I was enrolling a lot of people, but guess what? There was no duplication. People didn't stick and stay. I was so zoned in on getting people on Thrive, and if they like it, good. If they don't, bye, peace out, on to the next. That is not how we run this business here, okay, guys? So be coachable, because you guys don't need to reinvent the wheel. Whoever was in here before you, that brought you in, that is doing amazingly well, they know what to do. They have a system. You guys don't have to reinvent the wheel and make your job harder, okay, guys? And work on your weakness every single day, you guys. If you can make a list of your weaknesses right now, whether it's talking to new people, belly to belly, events and locals, putting people on three-way, if those are your weakness, work on them, not just your strength. We can work on our strengths all day long, but that's not gonna help us grow, right? It's what we work on that we're bad at, that we do poorly at, that's what's going to keep us growing, okay, you guys? And also thrive loud and proud. You guys have to thrive loud and proud every single day. Be proud of your business. Be proud of what you're doing. Be proud of how much this opportunity can just change your life and people's lives, and don't shut up about it, okay? So thrive loud and proud. And number 3, stay close to the community, the fire, you guys. Life is going to happen to you. Life is going to happen to me. Life is going to happen to all of us. People are going to try to put you down. People are going to try to say negative stuff to you. They're going to say this doesn't work. You're in a scheme, blah, 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 blah. Push it away, okay? Stop looking for outside validation. You guys have to know what you guys have in your hand. So if you guys just started, or if you guys been in here for a while, I mean, to me, people that have been in here the longest have probably gone through the most rejections, the most adversity, the most life, but they stick. They stay because they know they have a vision and goal big enough that anyone else that tries to say something and gets into their head, no, that's not good. No, that's not good enough, okay? So stick and stay, know what your goals are, and have that vision, okay? It happens to all of us. Again, life happens to all of us, okay? You guys can use your community, lean on them. There's a lot of people probably going through worse stuff than you guys, okay? So talk to them. Reach up to your upline, okay? They're there to help you. They're there to guide you, okay? And stay close to the fire. Whatever it is that inspires you, okay? You are gonna need to do that daily, because again, we don't wake up motivated every single day. I'm sorry, not even me. I'm a very optimistic person, but some days I get up, do I wanna hop on a call? Maybe not. But I'm disciplined towards my routine. I know my schedule. It becomes second nature the more and more you do it, okay? So understand that people will quit, they will complain. Just learn how to block that negativity out. And again, be grateful for everything good that happens so far, because the more grateful you are, the more blessings you're going to have, okay? And that's why self-development is so important, and plugging in daily in your team Zooms, the corporate Zoom that you guys are right now, it's just about being around like-minded people, so that all the other unlike-minded people, the negative people, all those haters, they can go away, right? Okay, so how you show up every single day helps lead the way for others after you. Now I'm gonna tell you a secret, okay? Some will follow, some will not. All right, good habits will sometimes duplicate, but bad habits will almost always duplicate. So how are you showing up every single day? And the bigger your team grows, the higher your rank, the more experience and knowledge you can pass on to others. So always be in learning mode, okay? Be a student of this business always. If you ever think you've made it, I am sorry, but you are not gonna grow any more than that. Your team is not gonna grow. Your paychecks aren't going to grow. None of us have made it here. We have so many more lives to change. We have so many more people that haven't heard of Thrive. So why stop now, even if you think that you've made it, right? None of us have made it. So lastly, before I pass it on to Sheila, I just wanted to remind you guys, be proud of yourself. You guys trust this process. You guys are on here at 8 a.m. in the morning, well, my time, Pacific Standard Time. So I know that you guys want to learn. I know that you guys are invested in this, and I know that you guys want to grow. So take everything you learned today and apply it. Not just write it down on note or even keep it in your brain mentally. Apply it, you guys. And thank you so much for having me on. I'm going to pass it over to Sheila. She's actually going to dive deep into income producing activities that you guys can keep yourself accountable every single day. So that's it. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Twin. That was so awesome. And I couldn't agree more. You guys, you got to keep your doors open for business every single day. So I'm going to continue to chat about how to lead as an individual at any rank. So to me, you guys, this means leading by example. You got to do the do to get the get, right? However, if you're going to maintain your business, you have to keep showing up for your personal growth as well as for your team. So what does leading by example look like to me, you ask? Do your own daily activities. I don't care if it's the 3 3s of Lavelle. If your team has another way, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to run through 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 quick. 5 reach outs a day, 4 follow-ups, 3 social media posts, add 2 names daily to your leads list, and 1 connection with your upline. So what does this mean? That means that you are going to be reaching out to people every single day. You have to touch base with people, whether you are making that, are networking, making connections in other ways, that's fine. Also, you have to follow up. We had just an amazing Kinsey brought about follow-ups. Awesome job. 3 social media posts. This can be about your family. This can be about Thrive. This needs to be about all the things. Keep connected through social media and keep those doors open. Adding 2 names to your list. Doing that, you need to do that by reaching out to, the person next to you at the nail salon, the person that maybe it's your hairdresser, maybe it's it can be someone on social media that has similar interests as you. Add 2 names every single day and connect with your upline by getting them connected on a call, a chat, connecting them with your newest potential thrivers. Here's the thing. We also need to host weekly team calls. It doesn't matter your rank. Inspire your team. It doesn't matter if 1 person shows up. It doesn't matter if 150 people show up. It doesn't matter. As long as you're consistent with hosting a team call, your following will continue to grow. Inspire those people and create that community. Never stop learning, you guys. Books, podcasts, YouTube videos. Go to the Cloud Office training. It's incredible information. It will help you grow your business. But I don't care what rank you are, you never stop learning. One of the most valuable ones to me is being available for your team. We build successful businesses with Avell by building up others. If you aren't showing up, neither will your team. Encourage, create a positive team atmosphere, and help others. People need to be able to reach you. The next one to me is avoid drama. I'm not even going to address that. That's how much I address drama in my team. So you know the deal. Recognize opportunity by keeping your eyes and your ears open, you guys. I can tell you that I have sat in the getting a pedicure many times and been listening to the people around me complain about, oh, they have no energy, they want to lose weight, they didn't sleep last night, blah, blah, blah. You know the deal. However, seize those opportunities by talking to those people, networking with people. Don't hear these things and let it go. You're thankful someone exposed you to that Thrive experience. Don't let those opportunities pass you by. You can also keep your eyes open on social media. People will outwardly complain. Make sure that you seize those moments as well. You have a gift to give them. You are thankful. Let's get other people thriving. Also, when we do get in this business to help people live their best life. So if you're feeling like you've lost that mojo, there's no better thing than GPOT. Get someone on Thrive. I'm telling you, the stories are what drive our business. Create those stories, especially if you feel like you're in a slump. I challenge you, go get someone on the Thrive experience. Here's the thing, you showed up to this call. You are a leader. Friends, you can make your dreams come true. Massive results require massive action. So if you want to grow faster, you must increase your personal production. That means everything that I said, the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, that is a minimum. So if you want to grow faster, you need to increase your personal production. We don't rely solely on our team to do the do. We hop in, we do the work, leading by example. All right, so now I'm going to hop into our next topic. When to step up and when to lean on people. Blair Critch and I will be bringing the heat, and we're going to break this down for you. So I'm going to start with the letter H, which is head of the pack. Leaders lead the way. When I think about when you need to step up and when you need to lean on people, I believe if you are the head of the pack, you not only lead from the front, you also are the best copycat. So when you start as a promoter, you rely highly on your upline to lead the way, right? They help guide you, they check in with you, they create that urgency in the first 2 weeks when you become a promoter to help you earn those bonuses. Let's face it, those bonuses are laying the foundation of your business. Don't forget that when you are leading your team. It is crucial to your business and growth to not only have leadership guide you when you start, but for you to duplicate that leadership and show others the way. One of the way our team has done this is through 3-way calls and 3-way chats. So when I started, I put every single potential thriver on the phone with Maria Dillard, every single one, without fail. I still put people on the phone. It may not always be with Maria, it might be a sideline depending on who's available at the time. But when I was about to over-explain anything to my potentials via text or messenger, I would ask my friends, when is a good time to chat? If it's just too much to type. I would set up that time with my potential thriver, Maria, and myself. I would tell that potential, I want you to hear my friend Maria's story. I'd introduce Maria, and then Maria would take it away. Maria would share her short story, right? She would share how to take the 1, 2, 3, and she would share the differences between being a customer and a promoter. What this did was create validation for that person on the other line that this is how other people are thriving as well. It doesn't just work for me, it works for my friend. And she gives them all the details and asks for any questions at the end. She throws it back to me. So not only did it create that validation, right? It also created that duplicatable leadership. I learned how to share my brief story, how to tell people to take the 1, 2, 3, what the differences are between a customer and promoter. And then once I was comfortable, I took over doing those 3-way calls for my team so I could lead and they could learn to lead as well. So if I wouldn't have leaned on Maria at the time, I can tell you my team never would have grown at the rate it did, because we created duplicatable leadership on down the line by continuing to follow that process. So that's how we make sure we are the head of the pack. So now I'm going to pass this over to Blair Critch for her to continue to bring the heat.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Sheila. So we talked about H, head of the pack. Next, we're going to talk about E, exercising self-control, because you don't want to jump in and do it all. We want others to learn and grow and find things themselves, right? They are their own CEO of their own business, just like you are. So point them in the direction of where to find things. Like, for example, do you even know all the things that are available to you on your website? Do you know that we have an absolutely amazing blog that comes out on our site? Do you know where to find that? If you don't, you need to go onto your cloud office before you log in at the top, go to Thrive Life and check out all the things that are available. You can use that blog, for example, for ideas, for reaching out and sharing with other people. When you're not sure how to connect or talk to them about something, you could share a blog post, or you could pull parts of it out for social media, for posting, for adding inside of customer groups if you have them. How about this? Do you know where to even find the ingredients? Do you know where resources is on our team page? Do you know where to find stories? Are you utilizing the Facebook fan page? I know a lot of us have customer groups, but you still want to make sure that you're going to the Facebook fan page and that you're reading those stories every single day. You can click videos on the Facebook fan page. It'll take you to Lavelle's YouTube channel. Holy cow, there are so many amazing resources there for you to utilize to share with others. So spending time getting to know your own website and all the resources that are available, but also pointing all of your team into the direction of those things instead of just giving them the answer all the time, right? Exercising self-control and not always jumping in also means you're not telling them to do it your way. You're showing them the resources and allowing them to build their own businesses. That's what I love about these kind of Saturday events, or like next Saturday, shout out to Orlando training that's coming up, because it's all about learning from other people and how they're doing it and then finding your way. But like they all said, right? We heard one word really consistently over and over again: consistency, showing up. So it's not pushing your team, but instead, like Sheila said, leading from the front. And listen, this past year, a lot of you guys might know my story, but I had cancer and I had to go through chemo. And because of the layered leadership that we've created and built with the community of leaders, I didn't miss a beat and my team didn't miss a beat. They were continuously growing, teaching, allowing others to learn about Thrive, having Zooms, calls, etc. They didn't wait for me to do those things because we had already shown them the way. So the next letter of heat that we're talking about is A, allowing others to lead the Zoom, working Zooms, events, etc. That's how they're really going to become leaders and know that they're valuable. I mean, this is exactly why I just shared about me having cancer this last year, because we have done this on our team. We've set up leadership thanks to Beth Graves, Amber Weissman, Kelly Hoover, and so many other leaders on our team, because they were willing to step up as leaders and become host of Zooms, host of events, sharing, and then allowing other people on their teams to step up and do the exact same thing. In the beginning, I'll be honest, I loved to be in control. I loved doing all the Zooms and all the things and all the calls, but then I learned I wasn't growing any leaders. And instead, I needed to allow them to step in and do the things that they wanted to do. So here's a really great suggestion. Give yourself some time over the weekend to dig into your reports. Look and see who's ready to step up. Who's bringing in great volume this month that's further down in your line? Who's on that PPA list of yours? And who can train over the next few weeks on your weekly team Zooms? Or who's absolutely amazing at something on social media? Like maybe you saw an amazing post, like Ashley Weideman on my team did some amazing posts for detoxes. So we ask her to then go and teach the rest of the team how to do the exact same thing. Not only does it show them that we see them and that they're valuable on our team, but it allows them to step into leadership. Sometimes people don't even know they want leadership until they're given that opportunity to step in and go, wow, I really enjoyed that, or get the feedback from others like you guys are doing so amazing for everyone today, right? So thank goodness we had this in place over the last year, because I wasn't able to always show up for my team. So I want you to think about this today, okay? How can you allow others on your team to lead? How can you encourage them to host a Zoom or a welcome Zoom or a working Zoom or an event or local? You're going to hear about locals in just a minute. And this is a really great way to allow people to step into leadership, right? Who needs to hear right now that they are ready for this, that you believe in them, that they can do this? And then T stands for timing, knowing when you need to step in as leader and when you need to step back. As your team grows, this can be pretty tricky, right? How do you figure this one out? You got to ask a lot of questions. You have to ask them what they like to do. What do they feel they want to do, and what makes them the most scared to do? Because the best things about this business is that we can grow, we can change. Like Sheila said, you have to continuously be growing and willing to, pour into yourself and learn and be better. And that's an awesome thing about this business. And we have to encourage others, because we can continue to become better human beings by being challenged to do the things that are uncomfortable. And asking others on your team to get into that spot and grow turns them into the leaders with confidence. It shows them value. It shows them that they're important. It shows them that you want them to be valuable on the team. And I'm not saying not to speak in front of your team anymore. Like, hear me very clearly. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying allow everybody else in your team to do everything and you just not show up. What I'm saying is allow others to be part of it. So, giving them encouragement to hosting those local events, giving them encouragement to being part of the weekly Zooms or working Zooms or all the different things. Or if they told you about something awesome that's going on, asking them to hop on your team page and go live and share that right away with the team, because that allows others to jump in and be part of it too. Hearing a new voice, a new way of doing things, and learning from each other is powerful. One of the things I love, especially on today's training, is hearing from some of the people who are newer that are giving me ideas. Like, I've been in this business now for 7 years. Sheila's been in for 8 years. We can say we're constantly learning from other people, and that helps all of us to be better. So I am so excited to throw it over to Rosalind and Joseph, who are going to share with you guys more about local events.
All right, thank you, Blair, so much. And thank you, Liz, for having us on today. We are so excited to be here sharing with you. So as Blair said, we're Rosalind and Joseph Vance, and we're from small town Virginia. So when the shutdown happened, we decided to go all in. So we really became focused on social media, and we had amazing growth there. But now that things are opening back up, we are excited to be rolling out local and live events again. So we're going to share you some tips on those.
All right, so locals and live events, they're a key piece of our marketing strategy for our business. And what you have to understand, it is important, very important for potential customers that are just real people. They're just regular humans. They love to see other people in person. And as Sheila said, there is such a validation to that, like with three-way calls and things like that. But it's even more important when you're in person. There's a validation that works with humans interacting with each other, and we don't even understand why it works psychologically. We just know that it does work. So in a world of bits and bytes, and even now more with current conditions, face-to-face interactions, they're so vital for this business.
So here is a few steps to prepare for your next local, so you can get out a piece of paper and jot you down some notes. And we're really focusing right now on keeping these simple. So if you're a new promoter and you're just kind of nervous with getting started, keeping it simple is key. And then just definitely making the choice that you're going to do it. So our whole business and our product is focused on simplicity. So the first thing you want to do is create a public Facebook event for advertisement. Okay, so you create that event online, but you're going to actually keep your invitations very personal. So you're going to be private messaging, making phone calls, face-to-face. You're going to be inviting personally. You don't want to just click that invite button on the Facebook event. You actually want to talk to them. Okay, so be sure to invite your local customers and promoters. This is creating an environment that makes people want to be a part of. So you're creating a community. As far as your venue, you can hold them in your living room. That's a very good place to get started, in your living room. We have done nearby restaurant party rooms. So like we have a local huddle house that we've used when we first got started. We would use their community, their little room. It was free. And then we recently held one at our local community center. Okay, so we did it there. As far as the speakers go, new promoters getting started, a good idea is to have your 200K upline. They will be scheduled to live stream in or FaceTime if they can't be present with you in person, and they can help you with answering questions and sharing their story. All right, for your decorations, we love our pop-up signs from the Lavelle Gear Store. So we usually have 1 or 2 of those up. And then we just have a small display of the 3 simple steps there. We have a table that will have our black tablecloth, and we just display the 3 steps. As far as food and drinks go, some of our best locals, we have literally just had bottled water there, and it's simple, it's free, and it's not complicated.
All right, so now let's talk about some tips for the actual event. So it's go time, right? All the people you've invited are there, and it's time to go. Make sure you keep it popping. Have a good MC that's got a lot of thriving energy, and just let them have free reign, right? Make it enjoyable, make it a fun event, do some giveaways, offer samples or plus line products in your giveaways. And then as you're wrapping up, of course, make sure you announce the next local with the date and time to keep the momentum going. But here's what I want to say. Focus on the stories. And it's literally this simple. Everybody's attention span is like really short nowadays, especially with social media. So make sure you're the MC that's running it. Make sure that they keep the story short and make sure that they keep them to the point. Now, all of your stories are going to be based on the 3 simple steps, right? But put some variety in there, make some customer experiences be told, some promoter stories be told, and that really is the way to do it. Stories are powerful because they're the driving force behind our business. I got a question for you. When Paul and Jason first got started over 10 years ago, right? You think they walked up to people on the street and said, hey, friend, could I share my ingredient list with you? Hey, friend, do you want to know about the vitamins and minerals and pre and probiotics that's in our supplement? No, they didn't do that. They told their stories, and that is how this business started. And I'm telling you, business will be carried on when people tell their stories. When that lady gets up at your local and starts crying about losing weight because she mentions the detail of the dress size that she can fit now, or that dad before Thrive was so tired and worn out, he didn't even feel like playing with his kids, but now he feels like playing with his kids after work. That young lady that expresses how she got her happy back and that she doesn't dread waking up every single morning, or even the grandma that's never really had much, but she gets to surprise the grandkids with a special Thrive Kids Christmas focus on the stories.
Yeah. Okay, so now as you're finishing up your event, you want to make sure that you're following up with your guests. So you're going to be talking to them and asking them questions like, which story did you relate to the most? And what was your favorite part? So asking those questions, checking back in with them, and then definitely offer them a discount. Use some of your Thrive credits to get them started on their first month supply. The key to this is going to be not overcomplicating it. You just schedule and you execute. Okay, last tip is going to be mentally prepare that you're going to have a large turnout, but don't be discouraged if you only have a few show up. Paul tells us all the time, the best local is in a living room with 4 non-thrivers, 4 thrivers, and 2 non-thrivers. So a good balance there. But as you leave the local event as a promoter, your cup is full, your heart is full, and it keeps a reminder in there of why we love sharing this experience every single day.
So there's you a few tips. Again, remember these 3 things. Focus on stories, keep it simple, and make it fun. You'll enjoy it. The people that are coming will enjoy it. It'll make a great welcoming environment for your next customer or even a 200K runner. And Liz, again, thank you for having us. Turn it back over to Liz.
Yay, thank you so much. You guys are really bringing the heat. Just a couple of things. Like, I was taking notes for every speaker. Twin, when you were talking about stopping looking for outside validation. So I think that's so key. Like, we, know the value that you have and the gold of the 3 steps. Sheila, when you were talking about the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and just for everybody to know, there are 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 resources in Cloud Office. So if that's something, that you're incorporating as part of your income producing activities, that is in Cloud Office. Also talking about to seize the opportunities when you hear people talk about things that that Thrive could help them. I mean, that's really what we're all about, is helping people live their best lives, and Thrive is for everyone and everybody. Like, we know the value of the products and we know that they work. And so when you hear those little conversations going on about people being tired, drinking multiple cups of coffee, seize those opportunities because they're there for you. Blair, when you were talking about helping people find their own way with the business and also showing up and allowing people to lead. I mean, great organizations have leaders on every single level. So allowing people to come up in your organization and giving them opportunities to lead, because that's going to help them build confidence and know that they can do it. And Joseph and Rosalind, like, so many good things talking about locals and keeping it simple, getting those stories out there, because the stories are really the why and why people get started. So thank you so much, you guys. We're going to move on to a quick giveaway. Amanda, what do you have for us?
All right. The next giveaway winner is Amber Bird. So congrats. You are the winner of an Aura Ring, Thrive Rest, and Thrive Chill. So Amber Bird, with the email connected to your Lavelle account, you have 5 minutes to email calls@lavelle.com to claim your prize.
Yay! Congratulations,
Yay,
Amber. All right, we're going to keep it rolling with our next group. Our next group is Team Thirst. If you guys want to go ahead and unmute yourselves. And we're doing this one a little bit different. We're going to do like a Q&A all about social media. So I'm going to be asking questions, and then our superstar promoters are going to be answering them. And for this amazing social media Q&A, we have Thomas and Q Tidwell, We've got Stephanie Lee, Ashley Mincy, and Brittany Hernandez. So all of these people are rocking it out on social media, and you'll get to hear direct all of their advice. So let's get started, you guys. Are you guys ready? Everybody's ready?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, I'm like, are y'all ready?
Y'all are ready for you to ask a question.
Like, wait, all right, I'm going to ask a question, but I want to make sure somebody.
Okay, yes, we are all ready. I hope you guys are ready. We are Team Thirst here, and we are here to hydrate you with some good social media information so you don't have to be on social media looking thirsty.
I love that. I love that. Okay, so I'm going to start with the first question. Okay, so I'm new, and I'm really struggling with that first post about Thrive. Like, what would you suggest as a first step to show that I am thriving on social media?
I'll take this one, Liz. Hi, guys. My name is Stephanie. And if you are new and you're struggling with that first post, you guys, this is my tip. Just come out with it. Come out with that excitement like you are talking about the best piece of chocolate cake that you've ever had in your life. Be loud and proud about it, you guys, because when people see you excited that you have this energy, that you feel amazing, that, you know, you've discovered something great that you want to share, they're going to be like, wow, what is that? But if you're just quietly trying to sneak it in and hoping that people ask you, you guys, tell them, be proud, okay? So when you come on, you want to have this energy and you want to talk about how it's helped you, not just look at my patch. It's, oh my gosh, I feel so amazing today, you guys. My friend introduced me to this, and I would be selfish of me not to introduce it to you, okay? So make it simple. Come in with energy and tell them what it's done for you. Maybe you just had the best sleep of your life, or you didn't nap today, or you didn't need coffee. Just tell them what it's done for you. And this will change, you guys. Maybe the first day it's just you have amazing energy. Maybe a weekend you've quit coffee. Maybe you stopped napping. What if you just had the best sleep of your life, right? So it will keep on changing, but tell them what it's doing for you. And a quick tip, you guys, invite people to join you. So people might just be like, oh, okay, that's good. Good for her. She's sleeping good. Proud of you. But invite them. Tell them you want them to experience this with you. You guys, you're missing out. Guys, I want you guys to feel what I am feeling, okay? So loud and proud. Keep it simple. Keep the energy up, you guys, because they're going to see that on you. People are going to see, wow, how did she just have a baby, but she's out and she's happy. So show them the energy, right? Coming on and just saying, well, I had a really great energy this morning. Show them. Show them. Keep it simple, and you are that example. You are going to be showing them what they can be looking forward to, okay? And don't forget to invite people to join you. All right, show your face. Show your face and speak your voice, because guess what, you guys, that is what's captivating. Showing a picture of the patch, people might be a little bit intrigued, but if they can hear the energy in your voice and they can hear your excitement, that's all they really need to hear, okay? So you don't have to write out a big long caption about, you know, all the ingredients. Keep it simple. Wow, I feel amazing. I haven't napped today. I'm impressed. You got to do this with me. That's it. Keep it simple. Show your face, show your voice. I am going to give you a little tip though. If you are new and you're like, well, I've never shown my face before and I'm terrified of speaking. Guys, I used to be extremely shy. So I would blush if someone talked to me. I would not correct somebody if they got my name wrong. So this is crazy, you guys. It comes with practice, okay? I used to practice in the car. I used to practice. If someone were to approach me and ask me what Thrive is, I would practice so that when people did ask me, or it would just come out like the back of my hand, okay? I knew what I was talking about because I practiced in the mirror, in the car, in the shower. You do you. Also, practice with a support thing. So whether it's having your dog on your lap, I used to do it all the time with my daughter. She would just sit right beside me. And, you know, I felt more comfortable. So if that's what you need, do it. If you need your best friend beside you, do it. Whatever makes you comfortable. And you guys, eventually I was like, I got this. I don't need my support person. So practice makes perfect, and it gets so much easier, you guys. So don't stop, because my first live, you guys, was probably, it was mortifying. But you keep on getting better, and that's just part of the process. Okay. So share your experience, keep it simple, keep sharing it, tell people, update people. Oh my gosh, now I just noticed I haven't drank coffee. So keep updating them, and then start sharing other people's stories as well. Okay, so that is kind of the first step to show that you are thriving. Okay, now if you're like, I have, you know, I'm working, I have kids at home, like how am I supposed to fit this in, you guys? Time block. I have a 5-year-old and a 1-year-old who is very mobile now. Right now, for example, they are upstairs with snacks, which usually keeps them quiet and happy for a while. But I actually time block. So I wake up very early in the morning, at least an hour or two before they do. And that's just so that I can get my IPAs done. Otherwise, you guys, I found that, you know, I can do little things during the day with them. For example, answering messages, checking my social media, helping my promoters out. But for that bulk, if I need to get work done and I need to be productive, I have to do it in the morning. Sometimes, guys, nighttime works better, right? So I kind of block it out. So if they end up waking up earlier than expected, guess what? That means I have a little bit at nighttime after they go to bed. You can make this business work. Just time block and be productive. I know, Ashley, you work full time and you're also running your Thrive business. So I'm going to pass it to Ashley so she can tell you what she does to balance things out.
Hi, I'm Ashley. So I do work full time, and I think the most important thing, hands down, is to become a professional planner. Like, you have to plan, you have to make a plan, you plan to be successful, right? So if you're able to use a planner, make a list, be intentional in the time that you spend, the time that you have, the time that's allotted. You make a plan to get those things done, and that's where you're going to find success. That's where you're going to be able to manage working full time, being a mom, and having your own business. If you can't have a plan, then you're not going to know. You're just going to get lost in the scroll on Facebook. You're going to find yourself in 50 million not so important conversations because you're just aimlessly wasting time, right? So be intentional, make a plan, use a planner. We have tools available, right? I'm sure your leader, your team, the cloud office, there are so many different resources. 54321 is the easiest planner. That's, I would say, it's universal for us Thrivers, right? If you're not familiar with it, log into the cloud, reach out to your upline. But that's a really specific plan that helps you focus on those IPAs. IPAs are income producing activities. I saw someone ask that in the chat. And these are things that are intentionally focused to grow your business, right? So if you are intentionally reaching out to this person, when you have those 5 reach outs, 5 conversations a day, it doesn't have to end there, but that's a good place to start. That's a healthy number. That's a manageable number, right? So if you have 500 conversations a day, you're not giving them your all. You're not building that relationship. If you have 5 people, you can focus, right? So my best advice, and I fit this business into the nooks and crannies. I have for 4.5 years, from the ball field, from the car. I do most of my work from the car in the morning, on my way to work. It's just, you plan to be successful. If you know what you want from this business and you intentionally put forth the effort to do so, that's where you're going to find growth. That's where you're going to find that success. So when you're planning, use a list, If you don't use a planner, make a list of who you're going to reach out to this day, who you need to follow up with each day, but know the important things in your business. You have to reach out to people. Follow up is the most important thing. Offering that customer service is a part of following up. So keep that in mind. And you have to be authentically you. So in everything that you do, we know social media is a highlight reel, right? So when everybody thinks, God, I can never be like Ashley because she does all of these things. But when they come to my Facebook page, they're going to see that Thursday, my behind was ready for Thursday to be over. It was a long week, right? So it's real life. I'm a real person. I'm a real human. So when I am doing the do, they're going to know that I'm real. They're going to see on my social media. They're going to see how I'm able, and Thrive is sprinkled in everything that I do. So with that, Liz, what's the next question?
So my next question is this. I'm really struggling with what to post. How do you find inspiration for your social media posts?
Oh, our mouse was upside down.
Wait, let's do it again. We'll do it again.
He's like down there.
I'm struggling with what to post. How do you find inspiration for your social media and what to post?
So I'll take this one. I think a lot of people overthink posting. They get on social media and in the back of their minds, there's like, okay, what can I post today that's going to get me engagement? What can I post today that's going to get the most likes? What can I post today that's going to bring me sales? And that's just not the way to do it. I look at social media or my page as it's my own personal reality show. I'm letting people into my life. They get to see what I do daily.
They get to see everything.
They get to see everything.
Even the things that we don't want them to see.
But people get to know, and trust me. They get to know me as a person. They get to know me as a husband. They get to know me as a father. They get to know me as a thriver. They get to know me as a business owner. They get to know who I am. So, I have so much to post about. I have a family. If you got kids, that's posted right there all day. Good Lord.
That's 24 hours of content.
But and with what, as far as, how do you find inspiration to post? Like if you're doing your self-development, have you read something that morning, or did you listen to something that morning that you can share with the people that follow your reality show? Have you spoke to somebody, or have you had a conversation with somebody that you can, give insight on and post? Because somebody else is going through the same things, so don't overthink it. Keep your posts, yes, of course you want to post about Thrive, but every post should not be about Thrive.
And then
go ahead, babe.
Go ahead.
I would say if every post you do is about Thrive, that's all people are going to know you as a thriver. Let them see you thrive. Let them see you go to the gym and work out. Let them see you eat healthy. Let them see you at the park playing with your kids. They know you're a thriver. I'm pretty sure you took care of that in the first 14 days of being in this business. They know you're a thriver. Now let them see what thrivers do. It's funny that I have this shirt on today. It says, "Watch me thrive." Let them see you thrive. What you was about to say, baby?
I was going to say, as far as inspiration, you also have to think about things like Me Too moments, yes, or does this happen to everybody moments? Like the other day I went shopping. I was supposed to just be window shopping. I ended up with a cart full of Christmas stuff, and I'm like, why am I like this? And everybody's like, oh my gosh, I'm like this too. You have to be relatable. Like that is where your inspiration comes from. Your daily life, the things that you're doing. If you're taking your kids get in the car after practice, and I don't know if you guys have boys, but my boys, when they get in the car, they smell like death. And so you post about that, and so many people can relate. So many people are going to be like, oh my gosh, me too. Oh my goodness, what do you do with it? You have to give, your inspiration comes from your daily life. And not only that, when you're posting things like that, it makes your people in the comments conversate with each other. Yep. So that brings attention. They're always looking for your next post. They're always looking for, what are the Tidwells doing today? What's going on in their life today? So that's also where you find your inspiration from.
Love that. So for somebody who, you guys kind of touched on a little bit, for somebody who's afraid of being too salesy with social media, like how can I balance showing Thrive and my regular life in posts?
Share what the product is doing for you. Share your journey, because I always say this: someone in the supermarket is the old you. Someone at the football field is the old you. Someone in your timeline is the old you. So share your changes. If you were that mom on the couch that fell asleep and put your kids in front of the TV, don't be ashamed to share that, because you did something about it. You've overcome feeling like crap. You've overcome being that mom that missed moments, and you're showing that this product has let you be a more present mom, a more present wife. Like, share your journey. Like, I will definitely be sharing the fact that I had to take a chill before I talk to all of you. That will be in my story. I will be talking about that. Why? Because I can talk to you and I feel good right now because I took a chill. You share that.
Yes.
You don't have to say, this chill has this in it and this is what it does. No, I just talked to 1,100 people and I was so relaxed because of this chill. You know, you have to share what the product is doing for you, and you won't be a salesperson because someone can relate to that mom on the couch. Someone can relate to feeling like they lost their self. Like my own personal journey, I had gotten to a point where I would look in the mirror and be like, what happened, Q? Like, what happened to me? And I share that. And that person who's currently looking in the mirror saying, what happened to me, is going to say, oh my goodness, like, I need this stuff. I need to thrive. Like, tell me what you did. Let people see your journey. Don't be ashamed of your journey, because you're doing something to overcome those things. And that's how you connect with people, by showing that you care instead of connecting with people like you're trying to sell them something, because nobody wants to be sold to. Nobody. There are 1,000 people selling things in social media. Are you going to be the one who is throwing up flyers and selling, or are you going to be the person sharing your journey and connecting with where people are feeling at that current moment and helping them overcome?
Yep. So, and from me, it's when I go on social media posts, the way I stay away from being salesy is I find a way to connect with people. How are you connecting with, like, it's all about connections, guys. Like, does your story connect with that mom? Does your story connect with that dad? Does your story connect with that teacher? Who does your story connect to? You know, it's all about who you're going to connect to. And, you know, like I said earlier, if you come on social media with the mindset of I'm posting to make a sale, then you're doing it wrong. Because for one, you're going to be attached to the outcome of that post. And if nobody likes or comments on it, you're like, oh,
I can't do this
business. Like, I detach myself from any post that I put out, because it's for real. It's my reality show. I'm putting out what I want to put out. You just get to see it. So whether it's for you, whether you like it or not, that's on you. But people connect with our lives, so they get to see all of it. So I'm not attached to any post that I put out. I'm not looking every 5 minutes like, oh, did anybody like it yet? Oh, did anybody comment yet? No. Like, show people that you're a thriver. Show them that this product has changed your life. You don't have to, oh, look, I've got these capsules. I've got this. To be honest, people don't care about the products. People do not care. They care about being able to be present with their kids, be present with their husbands, get off the couch, start living life. They want to thrive. And that's what this product has done for us. So that's what we show.
Wow, that's awesome, you guys. So you spoke to it a little bit already, Thomas, about, you know, not being so invested in, people's reactions to your content all the time. This kind of leads us to our next question. So if I don't have a lot of followers, like, should I even bother posting on social media?
Okay, I am going to be taking this question today, and I'm Brittany Hernandez, and this is something I'm very, very passionate about, because first off, it's not about the follower count. We all start with, like, for me, I started with less than 1,000 followers in this business, but through genuine connection, genuine, relatable authenticity, I tapped into me. And because of that, my followers grew, because I was putting out things that were relatable. You know, thing about this is people want to be able to trust you. Consistency is key in this industry. You're a business owner. You're not like we've heard before, hobbies pay you like a hobby. Business owners get paid like a business. So I take this business very seriously. And so when posting, I'm using feel, felt, found, like you and Tommy were talking about. You want to build a genuine connection with your audience and be relatable to the messages that you're putting out. Pull from who you are, where you've been through, what you've overcome by sharing feel, felt, found in your posting. But consistency is literally key. I look at my storefront, I call it my storefront. So my social media is like, if I don't have my open sign on, that means like posting my stories, my business building things, I am not showing that I am open for business. And if you are not showing you're open for business, why would someone want to trust you to change their life and you be the person they join with? Are you going to be the person they get in the vehicle with? And that comes down to being able to trust you by how you show up on your social media. You know, getting more followers, you guys, that you need to like detach from that. It's not about getting more followers. It's about getting more hearts. And you guys have to realize there's women out there, there's men out there that have cried themselves to sleep because they can barely get by. There's Christmas coming up. There's holidays coming up. There's paychecks that they're going to have to penny pinch or layaways or credit cards, whatever it may be. It's not about the follower count. It's not about getting more followers. Branding brings people to you. Content keeps them coming back. And what that means is you are the brand. Your voice, your message, what you've been through is the brand. What brings them back is constantly connecting to that content that shares who you are and where you're going and how you're going to help them do the same. That is like my biggest tip is consistency is king. And if you aren't being consistent, someone's not going to want to be able to trust you with what you're going to be able to do for them. Next question, Liz.
Sure. Okay. So I'm posting, but my content's not really getting a lot of likes, like comments, views, or engagement. How can I get more engagement from when I'm posting?
Ooh, I love this. So kind of tying back into branding brings people to you, content keeps them coming back. I actually mute my likes. So that's a feature that you can do on Instagram where you're not seeing your like count because I'm detached from how many people like my stuff and I'm attached to the value that I'm connecting with my audience. You know, I put things out that are funny, that are me, that are relatable. I just tap into my power places, and my power places are what makes me me. I was a single mom when I started this business. I was working 12 to 13 hours a day. I was in school full time. I suffer from anxiety and depression. I'm 10 years sober. So I use my message as my power to be able to help share the value of who I'm connecting to. And from that, those messages, because I'm pulling from my heartstrings, is what people attach to. People attach to feel, felt, found. So if you can do anything for your business, the thing that I can suggest the most is, why did you start? Why did you choose Lavelle? What is it about the product line? And share that feel, felt, found throughout everything that you're putting out, because the more you connect to you and not worrying about the likes, not worrying about like who likes this and if it goes, how much real views you have, how much people are viewing your stories. If you're doing that, you're connected to the pitching and the sale, not the purpose. That's for me. And Liz, next question for the next.
Okay, so I'm interacting with people and I'm building relationships with people on social media, but I'm kind of stuck on what comes next. Like, how do you go from engaging with somebody on posts and comments into talking to them about Thrive?
So I'll take that one. And listen, I'm sure that you all have heard we have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason, right? When we build relationships, you can only build relationships if you listen. And if you listen, they're going to tell you why they need Thrive. You're not building a genuine relationship if you're not listening. And when you're talking to this new mom who you saw her just post that she's so tired, right? And you're telling her congratulations and she looks beautiful. You're in her messenger, right? And she's telling you, I'm exhausted. You don't say, okay, let's buy Thrive today. That's not my intent when I say listen, but you're going to know exactly why she needs Thrive. You're going to know exactly how Thrive can help her. And that's what we are. We are here to give, right? We're here to help. We are helpers, we're givers, we're lovers. So instead of thinking of it as a pitch, you have the solution. You know what Thrive is going to do for them. You believe in the product. You believe in this life-changing gold you have in your hand. We have gold, right? So when you listen and you know and you felt found, maybe you've been there. Maybe you are there, but your life has changed, right? So when you know what they want, that's when it becomes easy. You're not going to, it takes, when you have a true, genuine relationship and you're listening and you've built that foundation on trust, community, because some people are just looking for that community, right? Maybe they don't have any ails or pains or anything like that. Maybe they need a friend. Maybe they're a stay-at-home mom who has nobody. They never leave the house because of COVID or whatever the reason may be. We have a solution for everything, whether it be health, whether it be your mental state, whether it just be that community. We have it, but you have to learn to listen. So you listen first, speak later. And if you are speaking with them in Messenger, guess what Facebook's going to do? Reset those algorithms. And if you're showing up as your authentic self on Facebook, they're going to know you're a thriver. They're going to know what Thrive has done for you. Because if you listen to Tommy and Q, they told you, what has Thrive done for you? You're posting it, right? Your followers know. But to open up that algorithm, you have to have those relationships. You have to build that communication. So when you're listening and you know and you're genuine and you come from a pure place, it's never ever does it have to be I'm pitching you Thrive, because you have the solution. You know what's going to help them. You know how they can get by to the next day, and you're going to be there every step of the way. So a relationship does not end, you guys. Once someone purchases their first month, you're not done. You're not washing your hands of them, right? You're still their friend because you've built a relationship based on trust, friendship, community. So when you start thriving, you get all of those things with a happy heart, and it's no longer a pitch or a sale. It's a friendship, and you have the solution, and they're going to be thankful, right? So I just truly believe that if we can listen, it takes all the guesswork out of it. You don't have to guess at all. You don't have to guess. They're going to tell you. Just be a listener.
Awesome. Okay, so let's kind of wrap it up with almost like a rapid fire, like do's and don'ts, you guys. Like, let's talk about real quick, like in social media do's and social media don'ts.
Okay, I'll go first. So my number one do is be you. Be authentically you. Show up every day as yourself. You want me to do my don't too, or are we going to go back?
Go ahead. We'll do your do.
And my don't. Like Brittany said, our social media is our marketplace. It's our store. So my don't is don't get into politics. It excludes certain audiences. And if you're not going to talk about it at Thanksgiving or Christmas with your family, don't open it up to the public. You don't want to exclude anyone. You don't want to alienate a group. So I would avoid, if you're using social media as your business platform, avoid politics altogether.
All right, who's next? Do's and don'ts.
I'll go next. Okay, so my do is show your face, speak your voice, and make sure your energy is good. If you just had a fight with your spouse and you're going on and you're talking, that energy is going to transmit, you guys. So clear your energy, take a deep breath, and then go, okay? Talk like you're talking to your friends, okay? This is how you're talking to your camera. You're talking to them like you're talking to your best friend, not like, okay, here I am, I'm gonna sell this. We're not doing that. We're just talking, because our audience, our social media, they are our friends, okay? My don't is don't just show ads all day, okay, guys? I mean, don't just post something and then hope that people reach out and ask you what it is. Just show them what it does, all right?
Thanks, Stephanie.
Perfect. I love that. So my do's is don't passion isn't pushy. Sorry, backwards. Passion isn't pushy. So when it comes down to it, I hear a lot of people saying, oh, I don't want to be pushy. Passion is not pushy. When you are passionate, it shines through. It is contagious. My don't is don't be inconsistent. Like I said, people want to see that consistency and that value that you are giving to them. So tying it over to the
all right, Q.
Do share your story. Don't be embarrassed by it, whether it be with the products or the business. If you went through a struggle and you've hit rock bottom, talk about that. Don't be embarrassed by that, because when you're talking about your journey, once again, you're helping someone, you may be helping someone get through a hard time. So do share your story. Don't be embarrassed.
My do is be a product of the product on social media. Be a product of the product. And my don't is don't take days off. You cannot afford to take days off, because somebody could be watching your page, and the one time that they are ready and you take your store is closed, they will find another thriver and they will go and thrive with them. So don't take days off.
Awesome. Oh my gosh, you guys, thank you so much. What an awesome social media training. You guys really delivered it. Thank you. And what we're going to do next is we're going to have our next team chill. And after our last team, we'll have one more giveaway that's going to go on. But right now, team chill is our finance team chill. It's we've got Courtney Glazer, we've got Brittany Plunkett, we have Michelle Woods and Sarah Sawyers, and they are going to bring it to you right now.
Hey, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us on a Saturday. We are Team Chill, but we are going to challenge you to not chill during the holidays on your business. I always say, like, why are you chilling so much? Don't chill on your business during the holidays, okay? We're going to talk to you about three main things. I have some notes. I want to make sure I hit all of the tips and tricks that I have for you before I pass it to these other three amazing individuals. Guys, we are all three, I don't even care what rank we are, we're all three auto elite earners. And to me, that is honestly one of the hardest goals I have ever crushed in this business. And when we all talked about that, we realized that that wasn't like a coincidence. It is because we nurture and take care of our relationships. So we want to give you our best tips and tricks to do that during the holidays, okay? So number one, growth mindset during the holidays. If you are listening to this, I want you to ask yourself a question. First of all, I'm going to tell you right now, growth mindset is a choice. I hate to bust your bubble if you think, well, how do I get there? You literally have to wake up and choose. You're going to get there in your mind before you ever get there in real life. So you have to just say, I'm going to be in a growth mindset. So I want you to fill in the blank. You can type it out, or you can, just say it in your head. The holidays mean blank for my business. The holidays mean blank for my business. What do the holidays mean for your business? I think of this sentence, and it can either end with a period or an exclamation mark. During the holidays, people are spending money. Or it can sound like during the holidays, people are spending money, okay? So many times I have been intimidated in the past during the holidays. Well, people are spending money. They're focused on presents. Yeah, people are pulling out their wallets left and right. If you are in a growth mindset, you will seize the opportunity to have those conversations, and you won't operate out of fear. You will operate out of a growth mindset, okay? So I know so many times I hear this question, and this is why it's important to stay in a growth mindset. I hear, well, I need to find a runner. Well, I need to find someone like me. Guys, don't wait. If you have your car in drive at all times, it is a number game. I am not looking to talk to a runner. I am talking to that I know my actions will duplicate into my next rock star, okay? But that is staying in a growth mindset. How many people are you willing to talk to during the holiday season? Guys, if you don't know me in real life, I am a huge introvert. I know online, I'm like, woo, put me in a room full of moms at a PTA meeting. I want to curl up, okay? I have to not. I'm proud of who I am. And it's selfish if we, shut down and don't share that joy and we just chill, okay? Do not chill on your business in those natural settings that are going to be busy and are going to be crazy and are going to be like, there's going to be so much energy there. Tap into that, okay? Number two, how to reach customers looking for health and wealth. I love when Liz sent this question because I hear all of the times, I don't know how to get a customer. I can't get a customer. Guys, we don't get anyone, they get us. they get thrive. And you have to choose that mindset. It will trickle into everything you do, everything you say, how you present yourself, how you present your business, how you feel about yourself at the end of the day. Did you get something or did you give something? We are here to serve others. So what better time than now to start talking about what you're using every day? That is my number one goal, okay? How many of you can answer this and answer it honestly, how many of you love when the company drops a sale? Who doesn't, right? How many of you love when the company drops a sale? Now, how many of you have been guilty on chilling on your business until the company drops a sale? Guys, if I can teach you anything, it is a sale closes potentials. Passion generates potentials, okay? A sale closes the potentials you already have, but the interest has got to be generated every day, all day long, okay? So what does that look like? It doesn't mean you have to walk around going, I thrive. It's obvious. If you are taking your products religiously and you are sharing them on your story as part of your day, I always say, what journey are you taking people on? Are you mixing up your greens once a month and showing them to people, or are boost? Or are you, putting on a DFT once in a blue moon? Or are you consistently showing up and showing people and taking them on a journey to tomorrow? You have to take them on a journey to tomorrow on what you are using, because I promise you, people are always focused on their health, no matter what time of the year it is, okay? This is my pro tip for how do I help people that are looking for wealth during this time of year. So I'm the type of person, I'm not going to get in your really great at this. I don't get to decide that. Anybody that wanted this could be great at it, right? I've got to make sure that I am just showing up and I'm not chilling on my business. I've got to make sure that I am showing up and serving up value and showing people what makes me a thriver, what makes me a thriver every single day, okay? So my pro tip is that I am going to close every single sale with this question, and either answer is very important. So tell me, I know we talked about, you're wanting the 3 steps. I know you're super excited and these are your goals, but remind me, are you interested in just using the products, or are you interested in using the products and making money? Here's the thing. I don't want to sign everyone up as a promoter. I don't, because I want people that want this. But at the least, I want to put in their mind, if and when they love it, they could actually make an income doing this, whether it's just a little bit of extra money or a lot of extra money. It is planting that seed, because who makes the best team members? Thrivers. We're just looking for thrivers. We are looking for people that are insanely passionate about these products and will share them wherever they go, okay? So, last thing, starting 2022 strong. How can you go into the new year and start it strong? Guys, it doesn't start in January. It starts now. It starts right now. I know that these other women are going to they're going to dig into what I'm saying so much deeper, but what I'm going to tell you that I am doing personally for my team, and you can do this in person, you can do this virtually. I don't care if you are by yourself, or if you grab a friend, or if you grab a kid, or if you are $1 million sales team leader and you want to grab everyone. It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. What matters is that you have a plan. Dream boards created now will set people up for success in January. January 1st is too late. January 1st is day one of everybody's new life, their new goals. So you've got to do it right now. I know for my team, Brittany Plunkett inspired me, and she's like, well, we always do a Friendsgiving. And I'm like, duh. So what did I do? I immediately got one on the calendar. I don't know if 10 people are going to show up at my house or 200. The more the merrier. What are we doing? We're going to fellowship. We are going to build community. And that is going to take us into 2022. We're also going to goal set on our boards, okay? I want to teach you really quick, though, the 3 things you need on your board. Because before, whenever I started here, I'm going to tell you right now, my dream board listed materialistic items and materialistic items only. And what I found is at the end of the day, those are not the reasons I joined Thrive. I love a nice car. I love my swimming pool I got to build. But here's the thing, that's not why I joined. I joined to take things off of my plate. So I challenge you to make sure you have things on your board. So what are a few materialistic things that you aren't just going to go splurge on right now, but that you want to reward yourself with? I want you to also have people. Other people's goals on your vision board will take you further than you can ever imagine. Last year, we became $1 million a month sales team. You want to know what was on my vision board? To have 5 personally enrolled 200Ks. And we did it. But if I wouldn't have put that on my board, I don't know that we would have done it. That was the scariest thing I ever wrote on my board. But guess what? Those 5 personally enrolled 200Ks trickled down to so many more lives change. That is what I was waking up and looking at every single day, you guys. Then the last thing is, so you're going to have things on your dream board, you're going to have other people's goals, and you're going to have circumstances. What circumstances do you want to be mindful of during the year? For mine is I want to have a date night with each child once a month and a date night with my husband once a month. It could be that you want to eat lunch with your kid at school if school does that right now. It could be that you want to have an ice cream date once a week. What circumstances do you want to create? What freedom do you want to create that you can't go buy in a store? Those are my biggest tips and tricks. Guys, do not chill out on your business this time of year. I cannot say that enough. This is the time of year I joined. And people will say all the time, well, it's slower. Not for me. When I joined, it was like mid-August, and I remember chasing 200K down until February, guys. This time of year is whatever you want it to be. And I just encourage you, don't chill on it. Michelle, take it away, sister. I know you have great tips and tricks. You're muted still.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, perfect. I'm Michelle. I'm from Abingdon, Virginia. It's a small town in Virginia. And I'm here to bring you guys some tips for the end of the year. I mean, this time of the year, like Courtney was saying, so many people just want to focus on all the things we have to do instead of thinking about all the things that other people have to do too. And one of the biggest things that I think that you guys can really focus on is the fact that there are so many products that can help people that during this super busy time to give them energy, to let them chill. We're team chill, right? So, that can really help people to take it down a notch. Not everybody enjoys spending time with their families. Christmas, Thanksgiving can be super, super, crazy for people. And so having products on hand that can give them the ability to feel like they can take on that day is huge. Chill, Black Label, those are great options to offer for people. One of the things that we were supposed to talk about was how to reach customers looking for health and wealth in with the new year coming up. Sorry. I think for me, one of the biggest things, I was always taught to be very humble. And so one of the biggest things that was hard for me was to learn how to be transparent about your accomplishments, but still be humble. And there are so many people that struggle to share those accomplishments when people see what you've accomplished and then they want that. When they see that you were able to buy Christmas without having to put it on your credit card. And that's a huge goal for so many people. When they're looking to feel better, and you're sharing that you've lost 100 pounds, that's a huge goal. And it's okay to shout yourself out a little bit, but it's also okay to reach to your upline and say, hey, I've got this picture. Do you mind to shout me out? Because then they can give you that accolade, and then you can share that and not feel like you're being less humble than you should be. So that was a huge thing for me. It was something that I had to learn to come out of my shell with, and to be okay with saying, I've worked really hard for this, and I want you guys to work hard for this too. Another thing is, this time of the year, we need to advocate for self-care. There's so there's so many mamas and daddies out there that, and even people that are not mamas and daddies, but just this is the end of the year. We're working to get things done at work. We're working to have all of those presents under the tree, have all the decorations to try to be the best person that we can be. And this is a great time to advocate for self-care, because we're coming into the new year and everybody starts thinking about that then. You know, they don't think about it right now, but right now is a great time to start thinking about, how are you taking care of you? Are you making a list of things that you need to do for the end of the year? So advocate for self-care, and then offer products that help with self-care. Moving into the new year, we need to have that growth mindset like Courtney was talking about. Goal boards are huge. And, you know, everybody's going to talk about goal boards on here, I'm sure, because that's a huge thing, guys. Setting your goals and accomplishing them is huge, but also have goals for the end of the year. What you are going to do at the beginning of the year may not, you know, pan out to who you are now, and that's okay. So set those new goals for the end of the year and be authentic to who you are now. I also think that one of the other teams had mentioned working on listening. I am a talker. I am. When I'm in a conversation, I like to talk. And so I've had to learn to stop and listen to people, because when you listen to the things they're telling you, I'm tired, you know, I'm running around, those things are how you can give them products in their hand, that, you know, we have a product that can help fix a lot of things, or not fix, but at least improve. And having that available with you, I'm very big on having product on hand to someone. You know, hey, you having a rough day? I have a chill in my car. Let me grab it. You know, it makes a huge difference. But so working on that personal relationship and listening, and then being authentic. Just be yourself. You know, there's so many people that I see on their social media. It's always perfect. And I think other teams have talked about this. But be approachable, y'all. Nobody wants to send you a message when all they see is your perfect life. It's okay to say, you know, crazy stuff happens. It's okay to be on a Zoom and hear a donkey across the street, because it's happened to me, you know? And that's okay. Be you, because people that are going to reach out to you are reaching out to you for who you are, not for you trying to replicate somebody else. So, you know, those are kind of my goals for staying strong. That I want everybody, the one thing I want everybody to do that's on this call is, on your goal board, I want you to put that you are going to be a leader. Because I don't care if you're a brand promoter, I don't care if you're a 4K, you have to make the choice to lead. You have to make the choice that, I never thought that I would be doing a Zoom. I never thought that I would be leading a team, but they look to you. And when you're a 4K, or you're a brand promoter, or you're a 12K, and you start choosing to lead, your team is going to grow, that they're waiting on you to make that choice. So I'm going to pass it off to Sarah, and she's going to give you guys some more tips.
I feel like I should be accepting an award being on here. I'm so pumped. Oh my God, Liz, thank you so much. I love y'all. Okay, so growth mindset over the holidays, guys. The vision board thing and staying focused is so huge. And when she spoke on the part about how, like, your vision changes, that's a big thing for me, because a lot of your team members do leave. You have new team members. Maybe your goals were too small. Oh my gosh, in the beginning of the year, I was so small-minded with my goals. Like, I really was. I thought, you know, I just kind of want to do this. I was very hesitant because I didn't have that confidence yet. And your confidence grows throughout the years of doing the business. So really look at that and reevaluate it. What can you knock out those last 2 months? Like, what else do we have? And then celebrate anything you've achieved. I think that we are so go, go, go in this industry that we do not celebrate things that we have done. We don't give ourselves anything for what we've already put in. I know for a fact that I will just keep going, and I won't even look at, oh my God, I accomplished that. Like, I want to re-celebrate me hitting my 80K. Like, that's a big deal. I should really give myself a lot more love. Go take my team out to do something. Just do something impactful to show, like, hey, we achieved this. And looking down at your team, like, what did they achieve? Are you reaching out to them when they achieve things? Like, make sure whenever you talk about customers and following up with customers so much, how often are you following up with your team to check in with them and tell them like good job and all of those accomplishments and things that they've been doing? Go over their dream boards. What do they have on theirs? Do you know their visions? Courtney knows my dream board. She knew the things I wanted to do. People know your dream board. So you really got to look into that, like go down deeper on your team. And what's left to focus on? One of my girls had she had a vision for 12K again, to re-rank her 12K. And I was talking to her and I said, have you picked out your car? And she was like, no. And I'm like, you have to pick out your car. You have to envision being in that mindset of a 12K. Go and sit in a car, think about it, do whatever you have to. But if you can envision sitting there in a leather seat car and you're looking back at your kids and you don't have to worry about that POS that broke down on you, that car that you drove that you are constantly putting money in, like it's not the why of the actual luxury of the car, it's going to be the why of who's sitting behind you, that you're driving safely. Like those things you really have to envision, feel, and get that, you know, the chill bumps all over your body, like knowing like I'm doing this. And that is when you will accomplish them. You have to really live and make yourself like know that you're capable, you're able, and you're worthy, because sometimes we just don't know it. Like we can write it down all day, but if you aren't feeling it, then you're not going to achieve it. I can tell you that right now. I've been through that. No action to a vision is just a dream. I know you hear this all the time, so make it a reality by manifesting it and keep clear focus on your vision, like 100%. And then something that I wanted to share as a tip with my downlines, it helps tremendously. So to keep going, keeping that mindset strong, keeping that growth going towards forward, is I like to do Zooms one-on-one with my team members, and I let them share their screen with me. So I'm actually going through their Facebook, okay? So I'm helping them identify their audience. I'm helping them go through and look at, you know, do they have too much junk in their feed? Do they have, one girl was following tons of groups, like tons of groups, and her feed was just all messy. So, but she didn't know any better, like, because I knew, because I've been doing it longer. So that's something I like to do and schedule with them, is to really go through and look at their Facebook with them face to face. Then I can look at kind of like, what do I need to help them improve with on their actual Facebook? Do they need a Facebook makeover? You know, is there stuff on here that I can help them make look more attractive? Because attracting people is the one thing, you know, you want to keep bringing them back to your page. So that's something I like to do, and it really helps, because whenever I look at their feed, I can help them identify, like, these are people that you probably aren't going to mesh with. They're not added based on your pillars. Like, let's go through and clean out your Facebook. So I can help them do that. And then that's duplicatable. I just taught them a tool and a resource that they're going to use as they grow later as leaders. And then they can do that with their team. And that's something that's been huge for me as a turnaround. So I wanted to share that with y'all for business. So what can you work on? Okay, I hate to say this, but whenever you look at your vision and you look at your goals, one of the things we need to do is better ourselves. And as leaders and moms and busy, sometimes we don't do that. And the biggest point that I noticed when I needed to work on myself was that I was viewing others' success as jealousy. Like 100%, I'm gonna be straightforward. I saw people doing things, but I came from a career where it was a 9-to-5, and we're like fighting for space in retail land. So like someone else was always my competitor. So I didn't have that set yet in my mind that these are people, like their success doesn't dim my success. If anything, it should ignite it. But I didn't realize that yet. So that's something I could say as a leader, if you have people who are coming from a corporate world, that could be a discussion you could talk about. Like, just don't assume they're already going to know. And then if you're someone who is coming from another company into network marketing and stuff like that, the community, they won't quite understand that yet. They want to understand that part. So make sure you share that, because I was out of the community for almost 8 months. Courtney can tell you I was very quiet. So I didn't quite understand like why that person who went 200K, what her why was. Like, I didn't know, because I didn't take the time to be a part of the community that was provided. So community is very huge. Make sure you're providing that for someone. If you do not have it, you make it yourself. You don't need anybody to tell you, and you can go ahead and make your own community, okay? And then negative emotions to failure. A lot of people have very negative emotions to failure, and 100%, it's just like the mindset thing. Like, you choose to make that a stepping stone to further you, or you choose to make that something to set you back. I know there's tons of people on here that have probably had a very hard time in their life, and they would not take it back because it built their character. It built them to the person that they are right now. So you don't see that future part of that yet when you have these failures, but you just have to know that that is going to move you forward. It will propel you. It will make your business better. As long as you look at it, you reevaluate it, and you're like, what can I do better with this situation? What can I do? What can I change? Reevaluating, that's my favorite part. Let's see, I'm gonna go faster because I'm gonna skip that part because I'll keep talking, because we got time. So how to reach customers during the holidays. Woo! Okay, you have to stay positive. You have to be that light for people. I'm telling you one thing, offering help. If you see somebody on a keto diet, be friends with them, send them a recipe. Like, hey girl, that conversation will slowly go towards, let me send you my thermogenesis patch. Like, I'm telling you, it'll get there. So be that friend to that person and offer any advice that you can. If you see someone posting about something, kind of like I don't know if you ever noticed, but like people who make you laugh or people who are the light in your stress, like you're automatically attracted to them. People will start to search your page. I've walked in the grocery store before and someone's tapped me on the shoulder and said, hey, I follow you on Facebook. And I search your name every morning because you do these awesome posts like around lunchtime. And I love how they speak to me. And it's just like, boom, light bulb. I was like, wow, because you really don't know the impact that you're creating by being that positive, and especially during the holidays. Like, I'm going to bring the energy. I'm going to bring the workouts. I'm going to bring eating this. I'm going to bring the treat meal. I'm going to bring all the things. Like, I'm going to be helping everybody during the holidays. And another really good thing you can do is you can do like sales for your stories. Don't ever wait for a sale. Like Courtney said, I always have a sale for my team or something going on, or teach them how to make their own sales. But you can help them by having like a team chat that has all sorts of graphics for the holidays. So like if someone makes it, they can all add to a chat. So then you have graphics available for everybody during the holidays. We are slammed for our own time. So anything we can do to help each other would be super awesome. So having something like that has definitely helped a lot, being able to share things that you've already put your time into. And then that's like templates and graphics. Let's see. I'm doing a workout challenge right now for November. I'm telling you, it's bomb. It helps so much with people getting attracted, watching me be active, helping to keep them active. Like she said, health is like, everybody wants to be healthy right now. So just be that light for people. Live and be the business of thrive, basically. Lots of story polls. I've done a lot of story polls to ask people what they want and put myself back in the customer mode. Because sometimes I think we get so business that we forget to think about how customers feel or what they like or what they'd be interested in. So doing those polls on my story have helped a lot. Outreaches in your community, like those are huge. Like I want to be the face in my town for Thrive. So like everybody knows when there's a volunteer or a feed me, they're going to see me. They're going to see me with my patch. They're going to see my energy and they're going to know. So make sure if you have the opportunity to do that you take advantage of it. Let's see. Okay, so let's talk about now everything that I've said. Your next part is setting the stage for the new year. So everything that I just said, if you continue doing that, if you continue to do everything these ladies are saying, if you continue to grow your mindset, be that light, be that person, you've already worked that consistency part for your new year. Like you have literally set yourself up to where you are the thriver they are going to message and they're going to talk to you. You kept your chill going. You showed all these opportunities. You showed everything that we needed during the holidays. You're going to be that person that people are going to reach out to. They're going to be like, okay, I'm ready. And for me, I watched Courtney go through November and December. I watched her go through the holidays, right? I saw her buying stuff. I saw her thriving. I just saw this light when I saw her post. And then January is when I joined her. So it was like her consistency throughout that is what I joined, because she showed up in my feed every day. Like if you're showing up, people are going to see that. They're looking. They may not touch it, but they're looking. Okay. So don't worry about that. And then let's see, retailers. Oh my gosh. So retailers are already setting up your new year. There is going to be all sorts of diet stuff everywhere. Scales. You're going to have ads for gems. Like Spotify is going to change. It's going to be like, how do I help you lose weight? Like everything's already there. So it's like free advertising because you have been that person talking about it. They know Sarah. They're going to go to Sarah. oh my God, it's more subliminal messaging, like just for us. So really be that person, be that light, be bright, stay consistent, and just know that, you and your heart is going to be, everybody's going to see that, and just be happy. I'm chill. I'm going to stop now.
Okay, guys, I'm going to follow like Sarah, who was definitely on point today. I'm not going to try to do my speech with a crown on my head as Elsa, but, and I got so nervous to do that because I'm not normally outside of my comfort zone wearing a crown. So, growth mindset for the new year. Guys, we are retail. We are sales. Some companies spend all year building for the 2 months of retail during November and December that is going to take them through the rest of the next year. That is what you have to set this up as. You have to set it up as the aspect of like, everything I do between now and January 1 is going to catapult my business into 2022. You cannot have the mindset of, oh, well, I'm just going to sprinkle it here and there, or when I have a chance, or I'm so busy. You're going to be busy in 2022. Time is never going, there's never going to be like this abundant amount of time. You've got to continue to work through the next 60 days, 40 or 50 days to be ready to be on top on January 1. 64% of purchases made for the holidays are emotionally driven. 64%. You have to think about it. Remember when you go to the store and you have one person in mind and you're going to shop for that person, and then you see all of these things that keep popping up and you have this budget and then you blow the budget. That's because it's emotional. That's because you're connecting to what you want to give. So you have to be able to connect with them on an emotional level of, what does the holidays mean to you? That means a lot of hustle and bustle and stress and working extra so you can be off, working extra so you can be at the school party. Do you have the energy to do that? That is an emotional connection that some moms just need a little bit more energy. You're going to hear, I am tired more in the next 2 months than you're going to hear all year long. It's emotional. 43% of all these purchases will be made in November. So do not wait till December to start talking about what life is going to be like come January. You have to start now. Christmas morning, as a leader, as a promoter, as a mom, as a wife, how do you want to feel? Whenever your kids are opening their gifts, are you going to be stressed out about the money that you spent? The work that you didn't do, so you could have paid for those in cash and they're not on a credit card? Are you going to be stressed out about all the things that you got to do between December 25th and January 1st so you can get your business back on track, because now you got to pay off a credit card that you could have paid for in cash? Ask yourself this today. Ask your teams. As a mom, where do you want to be, or dad, sorry, on December 25th? Where do you want to be? Where's your mind? Are you going to be able to be present and not stress out? That's what I want my team to do. I want them to be able to be present on Christmas morning, not just giving presents. Your presence and your approach is going to be way more important than any gift you give under the tree. And don't be defeated. It's 2 days. Honestly, growth mindset, thought process. It is not 2 months of holidays. It is not 2 months of celebration. It is 2 days. Yes, I understand there's school parties, there's family events. You are in control of how many times you say yes. Do not overcommit yourself, but do not use the excuse of, it is the holiday season. It is Christmas time. It is Thanksgiving time. We're traveling. Guess what? It's 2 days and you're going to give up 2 months. And what you're going to have to do January 1st is what you should have been doing for the last 2 months. And so you're going to be doing what you should have been doing and what you got to do to get ahead. And your business is going to be way behind. So thoughts about growth mindset. So moving on to reach for customers looking for holiday health and wealth. I'm going to remind you, mental health during this time is extremely important. Taking care of yourself. Your customers are stressed out. Those are following you. They are overwhelmed. They have time management that they need. They need energy to be able to show up in the places that they need to be. Some of them want to lose weight for a holiday party and they still have time. Imagine what 10 or 15 pounds would be like to fit into that dress for the corporate event or their husband's ball, whatever, for our like military. I see lots of balls, lots of big events, lots of holiday parties, and everyone wants to be there and be in their best, like them. Show up, show out in the best outfit they got. You can maximize on that. Also, everyone is not a holiday person. Some people are looking for somewhere to not only focus on building themselves, but a community that they can build an income from. Where can they fit in? Everybody doesn't have an abundant amount of family that they can be a part of. You are it. You can be that abundant amount of family. You can be the Thrives Giving. You can be the Christmas party, team party host. You can do all of those things, and you don't have to be a 200K, an 80K, a 40K to start hosting those events and being there for those people, picking out of your team of like, who needs me to really show up during the holidays for them? Who doesn't have somebody? Look at your customers. Who doesn't have somebody? How many of your customers might not have anybody, but if you invited them to your Thrives Giving or your Christmas party for your team, just be like, hey, you can come join us. You don't have to. Do you know what that does for them? That creates that whole mindset of like, oh, this is a community and I don't have anybody. Let's build something here. So, extra guys. This is also extra cash for your customers. How many of your moms or your following have the envision of like, if I just had an extra $500, if I just VIP bonuses, VIP 800 and 1600 could literally have paid for my kids' Christmas, could have paid for my entire family's Christmas. Don't let your friends go without that. Don't let your thrivers who are out there watching, who need energy, who need to feel good, who need to lose weight, who need just a better, healthier lifestyle, go without knowing that they can also pay for their Christmas this way. When I done a poll last year, what was spent on kids' Christmas gifts, it definitely fell into the numbers of the VIP and VIP 800 and VIP 1600 bonus numbers. So you can maximize on just what they can do in 2 weeks, setting the stage for a strong new year. Guys, one thing that our team is focusing on is being the best thriver going into 2022. Are you paying attention to doing the healthy things? Are you taking your capsules? Are you doing your shake and DFT? Unless you're detoxing, and we're all detoxing. So, but sharing it, showing up as a great thriver, like they said, like Sarah is, doing a workout group. I have a squat challenge. Our teams are really working towards better meals, better substitutes for normal, like Thanksgiving dinner, like healthy substitutes for those that follow you. Be the thriver they want to join when they decide that their New Year's resolution starts on January 1st. Even if they're not joining you now, they're watching you. And some will join now, and some will join now and not start until January 1st. Guaranteed you will have thrivers start their journey, order their package, and then they'll be like, I'm just going to wait till January 1st. That's okay. But you're still going to be the go-to for those around town. Don't underestimate setting your business up for success and launching it in January of 22. Have a plan for your teams. December, I tell my team all the time, I am 45 days ahead. Whatever you want to do, you better be 45 days ahead. And I don't care. I don't want you to base on if you're going to have a local because you've hit a rank, or if you got momentum, or you got fire rolling. I want you to have a plan that you're already going to be there in 45 days. Don't wait to hit a rank and say, oh, well, I'm going to set a local up and do it next Tuesday. Well, you're going to be highly disappointed. Schedule out your posts, schedule out your team events, schedule out what your Zooms are going to be about, and really focus in on maybe what your promos are going to be. Who are you going to share them with? And staying visible. It gets really easy if you get really busy to not share what's going on in your team. Just like today, I'm not at my house. I'm way outside of my comfort zone, not sitting at my desk. I have a Thrive local right down the road. As soon as we close this Zoom, I am headed out. But I am planned. We knew what we were going to do. We executed it, and we're sharing it. We've done boards while we were waiting during this Zoom trying to set up and they're already there set up for us to leave. You have to show what you're doing. If you follow people's stories, they see what you're doing, they see the momentum, they see the community. That's what they are going to be looking for. Who is the consistent one? And consistency has been the number one word in this Zoom, and you'll hear it across any and every platform of leaders, always consistency. And the one question I ask my team in the beginning of October, midways through September, will you be a better you in 2022? And that's what our team is focused on, is being the best possible us in 2022. So Liz, it's all back to you.
Oh my gosh. So I was taking notes during this one. I have too many notes to even, I'm going to just hit like a few things, but there's like too much I wrote down because y'all were just, whoa, like what a way to close it out. So Courtney talking about the growth mindset and setting your intention now and making the holidays what you want them to be. Also talking about like how passion is what generates interest. And then also, you guys all kind of hit on building for 2022 starts right now. Brittany really bringing like the tough love, talking about, you know, how do you want to feel on Christmas morning? I feel like that's like that. I mean, that hits the heartstrings. You know, how do you want to feel Christmas morning when you wake up with your kids or with your family? And then also bringing that community in, like with your team, because the holidays can be a lonely time for a lot of people. Michelle, when you're talking about leaning into the needs that you have a solution for with the products, with the Thrive experience. There's a lot of stress that happens. There's a lot of chaos that happens during the holidays, and it puts people in a certain, you know, vibration, and they're not feeling so great, but you have an answer to that. So you have a solution to make them feel better during the holidays. Sarah talking about celebrating your achievements and also visualizing those goals and getting into like really seeing your future and seeing your goals, and that's going to help you propel yourself towards them. You guys, like, wow, straight fire on this training, and thank you so much to all of our promoters. I have one more giveaway for a $200 Amazon gift card, and the winner of that is Jara Lee Romero. Jara Lee, if you're on, just email us at calls@lavelle.com in the next 5 minutes, and you need to use your promoter email that's registered on your account. Let us know, Jara Lee, and congratulations. And thank you so much for everybody who tuned in and showed up this morning. And thank you so much for all of our promoter trainers. You guys were amazing. And I just want to do one more plug. If people want more training, guess what? We record all of these trainings and we chop them up into bites and pieces that you can do, like a 2-minute training, 30-second training. It's all in Cloud Office if you go to the video resources there. So if you want more training, if there's more topics you want to lean into, visit us in Cloud Office. They're all there. So thanks, everybody. I'm going to end this up. Thank you so much. See you next time.